Greetings, hello, howdy, hi, hello. Don't really know how to start these off. I wasn't actually planning to film right now. I actually plan to film a little bit later on because I have plans to stuff around with some iPhone 4s that I have. But I'll get to that soon because I'm at a standstill with this iPhone. I bought this iPhone from a guy on Facebook Marketplace in a bulk lot, and he was like, no, there's no iCloud on it. I've deleted all his details and I can't find any trace of buying them from him. It was like 4 or 5 months ago, and it's got iCloud on it. So I can't do anything about that. I do have two working ones. Like, this one works perfectly fine. The battery life on this one is 96% on this one. It's on 7.1.2, which is I think the maximum it can go to, but I specifically need iPhone 4s. And because you can buy iPhone 4s for like $3 if you need to, that's why I have found parts to customize these. But what I'm trying to do at the moment is bypass the iCloud on this device. The tutorials on this I have used before in the past, and they have worked. I remember. The problem with this one, though, is if you can see, there's a crack going along the screen which is preventing me from doing some double taps, but I'm trying my best. So pretty much, what you need to do is play Russian music in the background. You hold delete account, and then you do that. Nope, that didn't work. So delete account, nope. Hold delete account, do this. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, that worked. Okay, turn off, delete account, delete account. Okay, so I've already screwed it up. That's what happens. And then you're supposed to sort of press things in different places, and it's supposed to log you out. But that's what's happening with this one. I'm going to just keep at it. Oh, I think it worked. No, it didn't work. Okay. Turn off, delete account. Yeah, it glitches up like straight away. I'm going to put it on airplane mode, actually. Up we go. Swipe up. Okay, don't swipe up. Have I broken it? Did I break it? I probably broke that. Did I break it? Did I actually do it? It would be funny if I did that just then. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh. I'll also disconnect from Wi-Fi, because some people do it on without Wi-Fi, and some people do it with Wi-Fi, so I'll just do it without Wi-Fi. Just in case. But yeah, see, on that crack, I can't really press. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So, oh, that didn't work. Yep. Oh, okay. Turn off. Delete account. Retry. Delete account. Turn off. Delete account. Delete account. Oh, damn it. You got to be really quick. Delete account. Retry. Delete account. Nope, doesn't work. Damn it, fuck. The way that this guy is doing it on an iPhone 5S is he clicks delete account. Then while he's presses delete account, he does that. So let's see if that works. It kind of worked. So you got to do this a couple of times. Okay. So I'm going to have to hold it. So let's see if this works. Oh! Damn it! Close. We'll get this. We'll do it. I promise. Oh, hang on. That worked then, didn't it? Damn it. Straight back to there again. Okay. This is gonna be fun. He says. Okay. I think I got it. Holy shit! Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. So now we just need to double check that Find My iPhone is off. Oh my god, that is just bonkers. Screw you, Apple, and your iCloud bullshit. So I'll just open up 3U Tools and the Apple ID lock. Let me wait. There we go. All right, I'm gonna just quickly do a little something just so you can see it all. There we go. I got it. I got it. You know, somehow Mad Hax does work. Somehow it does work. So now that I've done that, I'm pretty sure I can come to the iTunes and App Store, and that should be signed out, I think. Oh yeah, no, it's not. Okay. I'll sign it out here too. Sign out. There we go, done. So now I can reset the thing if I want to. If you have an iPhone on 7.1.2, do that. If you have it, like if it's not iCloud locked. If you can get into the actual iPhone itself and you can fuck around with it and stuff, do that. Do that, because I've done that several times before. If it's obviously activation locked, I'm pretty sure there's a couple of things you can do, because realistically, Apple's not going to give two single flying fucks about an iPhone 4 at this point in time. They're not going to give two fucks if you do this or not. So, and plus, iPhone 4s aren't that desirable anymore. It's just, you know, I've got it because I do. With that all being said and done, I've got my 32 gig one just here, which I'm going to still charge up. But what we're going to do today, there's also another iPhone 4 here, which, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Basically, let's actually start this proper video. Oh, I just ran over the components that I need. Whoops, that's fun. Oh, I think I just broke it. No, I didn't. All right. So I was at eWaste. It also helps if the camera is slightly pointed that way. So I went to eWaste yesterday, and there was nothing much there. But the guy's like, oh, there's some phone parts. And I went, oh yeah, what kind of phone parts? These phone parts. And I've just went, okay, cool. They're totally useless to me, but all right, sure. How much do you want? And he's like, oh, I'll just take them for $1 each. I could have grabbed the entire box, but I figured I'd just grab a couple of them. Because, you know, I don't have too many iPhones kicking around. But what I have is a custom red front and back for an iPhone 4. I've got 3 metallic reds. I've got 2 orange and 1 pink. There's the other metallic red there, which I'll just sort of put in its own little baggy-o like that. The orange ones look a little something like this. One of them's damaged, so I should probably go back there. Yeah, this one kind of a little cracked, but it's all got high quality, good quality, high quality written all over them, which that means high quality is completely correct on these ones. The last time I took apart an iPhone 4 was probably about 7 years ago. I've completely forgotten how to do it. So that's the metallic red ones. So they're just so cool. I know they're going to look a little shitty. I know it's probably not going to be the best, but this is stuffed. Oh, no, hang on. No, it's this one. Sorry, my bad. I've got too many iPhone 4s. This one's the one it's working, but it's just the glass is fucked on it. And, you know, the back's still mint. The frame's pretty good. The power button's a little sort of squishy. So I might have to take that off and sort of clean that out. But I had an iPhone 4 back in 2012 to 2014. I used it as my daily driver. Beautiful phone, great phone, but that was the last iPhone that I actually daily drove, which is a bit sad. I still would like to have one that's a custom red one. I want to do product red before product red was a thing. Product red was introduced on the 7, wasn't it? Or was it the 8? I'm not too sure. I think it was the 8 that it was introduced on. I'll show you the pink one real quickly. Orange, another red one, and then yeah, pink, which, you know, that's the iPhone text on there, which, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. If we can show the real deal, it's a little off, yes, but who cares? It's gonna be a colored iPhone. I only have seen a couple of these, you know, in my travels, and usually they look quite janky, but that's okay. I don't mind them looking janky. So what I also want to do as well is test the displays. Because these are cheap displays, I'm not too sure if they're going to even work or not. So we'll just pick let's just pick a rando red one. Done. So let's take a look at rando red one. So that's probably the one I was having a look at before, which I think it is. And I'll just take the back sticker off real quickly, just to make sure. Oh my god, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that iPhone text actually looks way better on that. Look how mirror. Hello. That's a bit evil. Hi. That's a bit evil. Okay. Now we take iPhone apart. The battery life on this as well is like 70-something%, but because the battery is so easy to replace, it's just pop, unscrew. I can get one from out of my tub of iPhone 4s and that are iCloud locked. They're all iCloud locked, activation screen locked. I know I can probably do more with them, but hey. Crack open a Coke Zero as well. Have a good day. Now we need to take apart this. I don't know if you'll see my my other job lot as of yet, where I filmed 19 hours of footage. Whoops. With newer iPhones, you need 4 screw bits. I believe with this you need pentalobe, Phillips, and I think a flathead. So you don't need 4, you just need 3. Better than nothing. It's better than nothing. So I'll put those parts over to the side. Oh, also at eWaste, I got this. It's a Kogan Agora 4G Plus, and I thought I had a cracked screen, but it's actually got a really thin tempered glass screen protector on it. So I'll just throw this on charge while we're waiting, because this has a Qualcomm Snapdragon. Of course it's Qualcomm, so it's going to be MediaTek. Snapdragon 400 in it. So yeah, I'll just leave that, see if it does anything. Probably won't. Also, I'm waiting to pick up an item on Marketplace. There's a guy selling an Atari Portfolio computer that was featured in Terminator 2, and I was like, oh, I really want to. But the problem is the guy doesn't fucking respond. I've messaged him, I've texted him, I've sent him messages on Messenger, I've called his actual phone number. He just doesn't answer. And he was like, yeah, come pick up tomorrow. And he's like, oh, you know, in case you need to reach me, here's my phone number. Meanwhile, I've contacted him like several different times and he just doesn't answer. So that's fun. So I just figured, why not do this? So already within 10 minutes of me recording, no, 20 minutes, I've bypassed iCloud doing Mad Hax style. But now we need to, we're going to do this. So I'm going to follow an iFixit guide to take apart said iPhone 4. And the first thing you need to do is take the screws out of it, the pentalobes. Okay, they're the first ones. They're the first to go get out. Once they're out, you know how easy it is to get into one of these things? It's super easy. And also, like, what I'll do as well is I'll restore this, like clean up the speaker grill areas and stuff. Why is one screw shorter than the other? I'm fairly sure one screw is shorter than the other. Oh, no. So never mind. Just a trick of the eye. You just go like that and you're in. Oh, God, look at the battery. Oh, Jesus. You know what it will do for the time being? Yeah, that's been replaced at some point, I would say. But that's okay, I can get another one out. That's alright, that doesn't matter. Let me just quickly see, right, this replacement back, if it fits nicely, or if it's not going to fit nicely. Oh, yeah? Yeah, okay. So that's what it's going to look like. So a little something like this, a little something like that. Alright. So that's pretty cool. It's a little weird because it's silver on the side still, but I guess that's okay. But at least we know the back fits, all right? Here's where things get really silly, is that in order to replace the screen on an iPhone 4, if you aren't aware, you have to take the entire thing apart to replace a screen. Quite opposite to what happens on newer iPhones, where screen comes off first, except the iPhone 14 takes that away. But basically, screen comes off first, then you get to everything else. This is everything else, then the screen. That's fun. That's why I figured I'd film it, because I didn't want to sit here and do all this and go, oh, you know what? I should have filmed this. This is interesting to show. And I got to show a Mad Hax at the beginning. How cool is that? I should actually sign into an iCloud account on my other devices and do the exact same thing and try that. But as I said, Apple's not going to give a flying fuck if you do that on an iPhone 4. So, not that I condone stealing or anything. Oh, Jesus, what happened to this? This is terrible. We'll put that to the side. Yeah, just common sense. I mean, if you do have an iPhone 4 and you want to bypass, just bypass it. Don't go on Apple's side for that one. Pinch the rear panel with your fingers and lift it away from the iPhone. Pinch. Oh, pinch is in side pinch. Okay, I get you. So we take single battery out. We now have the battery out. We need the SIM tray out. That's helpful. SIM tray out you go. Oh, hello. A screw just flew out of it. Where'd that come from? Okay, that's a magic screw that we'll have to... Oh, right there, I think. What you have to do in order to get the screen onto the device, I think you need to take out... How many screws is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 screws on the screen. And then if it doesn't work, you got to put everything back in. can you see why this is fun? Why no one done this? I remember a guy I used to work with, he was doing this, and I was like, how you going with it? He's like, I hate it. And then a couple of years later, I'd done the same thing, and I went, yeah, I can agree. I can agree. But I'm more organized now, I guess, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Plus, this has obviously been taken apart before. I'd say that's an aftermarket display that's on this thing, which we'll just get rid of that. We don't need that. Why don't I just get a new frame and then transfer the guts into it? Because, like, the power button doesn't work. I mean, it works. The power button works, but I mean, it's just a click. It's just a little iffy. Because, like, the top of it there looks a little... It's not flat. Oh, hang on, wait, I got an idea. Just push it against some wood. It's aluminium. It'll just bend back into place. There we go. That fixed it? No, it didn't. That didn't fix it, did it? Who cares? Do it on this one first so then I know what I'm doing, because I don't remember how to do this. So I'll just do this first. We'll work it. We've got it. We've got this. All right, we've got this. All right, so I've removed 2 screws. I've unplugged that. Hooray. Now I can unplug the little guy, our little friend down at the bottom. He's a little fella. This little guy. He's a Wi-Fi antenna. That's his name. Couldn't remember the name of an iPhone thing. Okay, now we have 1 screw. So we just get... Oh, that's the wrong screwdriver, SMOOREZ. You're an idiot. Now we get that out and we put that to the side. I'm going to just take it apart. Actually, I'll put the screws like... what's that for? I've got no idea what that's for. That's okay. I'll just put that with that. And then I'll put this with this, and that with that, and this with that. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Now you've got to take out 67 different screws at the top, which is fun. So I'll just do that. Oh, there's a screw missing from there too, which I'd say is that one that just came out. I know where that goes. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. If it does, that's good. I don't mind. It's also December 23rd, and I'll just say it now, but where do all these people come from? I just went out to get pizza and do a couple of final things before Christmas, because I needed to do things, and to get from one place to the other is almost impossible at this point in time. People are just running around like crazy, and it's just like, what are you all doing? You people, you're just... Where are you going? People are just all over the place. People are all over the joint right now. It's crazy. It's silly. But anyways, I've done what I need to do, and I'm not going out until like after Christmas now. So I've got all my things done from Cashies. I'm all good. I'm fine. I'm perfect. So now I can stay home and do nothing. Oh, hello. That just flew out at me. So we now have a bracket. Cool. Oh god, there's all the fucking connectors. Okay. Alright, so now we carefully lift the... Now, I love how iFixit says carefully to lift things. No, don't be careful. No, don't be careful. Just be haphazard. We don't care. There's the camera. I'll just... Out you go. Oh, that's right. I remember the iPhone having this stupid gold piece just hanging off it. Apple at its finest. We also have... Oh, that screw's gone. Okay, well, we can probably pull that from another iPhone, actually, if need be. It still works without it, so, you know, that doesn't matter. Unclip. Wasn't prepared for this. So that's the display assembly there, so that can sort of sit kind of there. And then we have you. Get out. There we go. Okay, so 3 nice little happy ribbons there. All having a good time. Oh, now we have a standoff. Okay, now we have a standoff. I knew the standoff was coming. But they still use today. Why? Why not just use a fucking metal mount? Wouldn't it be easier than having a screw mount? Oh, but I guess you need to screw in the screws to help the screw, so... This video is about making a custom iPhone, yet I'm just complaining about everything that's going on. This is also dead. This appears to be dead. I have another one of these, actually. I grabbed it because of that same reason. I'm like, oh, I've got another one of these. I can just fucking grab the guts from that and replace it. So I'll just plug that in and see if it does anything. Probably not. It's old. It's obsolete. Old, but not obsolete. Hey, I watched Terminator Genesis for the first time in like 7 years, and I actually enjoyed that better than T3, by the way, which is saying something. I used to watch T3 a lot when I was a kid because I loved the action, but now I watched it and I was like, oh, it's just crap. It's garbage. I didn't like it. So anyways, that is the motherboard done for the iPhone 4. it's amazing how far we've come in terms of technology. This is the guts of the most powerful thing back in 2010, 11-ish, and now it's obsolete. Now what? I fix it. Now what? Now we take the speaker out. Oh, that's not that bad though. That's not that bad. But we still have plenty more to take out though. I'll put the motherboard to the side real quickly. Yeah, I've just been like really upset. Oh, that was easy. I didn't realize how easy that was. I don't remember it being that easy. Yeah, I've just been watching Terminator films like crazy, and yeah, like I've got the chip. Where's the chip? The CPU. From this is actually from Genesis, I believe, but they never show it in Genesis, I don't think. Oh yes, they do. They do when they do the magnetic time field. So yeah, I've got that. And yeah, I'm waiting for this guy, for this portfolio, because I love Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is like my favorite film of all time. Fight me on that. You can fight me on that. One of my favorite films of all time, I'll say that. But yeah, like watching Genesis, I actually appreciated it more because I was like, they actually kind of, you know, they didn't just reuse shitty ideas from Terminator 3. Used shit, just all the ideas from Terminator 2, Terminator 3 just reused and was like, yes, it's a new film. And the director was like, yeah, no one will know. And then Genesis comes along and it's kind of like, hey, well, we're kind of throwing things up a little bit. And like the action's not too bad. Oh, that came out easy too. I didn't remember that coming out too easy. I appreciated it more than I should have appreciated it. I will give a commendable effort to the fact that there's no screw at the top corner there holding it in place. That's good. Someone's replaced this. So yeah, I actually don't mind Genesis. I thought I would hate it watching it again because I watched it in the cinemas with a good friend of mine. And I thought, it's garbage. People keep saying it's garbage. And yeah, like, it's not the best film of all time. I'll genuinely say that. It's definitely not the best film of all time. But it's a lot better than T3. T3 was trying to be good and failed miserably. Whereas Genesis was trying to be good. And it is good. But it's also good in a way where it's okay that it's bad. Does that make sense? I'm allowed to ramble in these videos, yeah? I'm okay with that? Cool. Okay, so I just removed a screw with a washer. That's correct. I will put that washer to the side there. Yeah, I honestly would say go watch Genesis if you're a big Terminator fan, because it's not bad. Better than Dark Fate. Like, originally my my roster was T2, T1, Salvation, 3, Genesis, then Dead Fate. But now it's T2, T1, probably Salvation still, Genesis, T3, Dark Fate. Slightly mixing it up just a little bit. Slightly mixing it up. I don't know. I haven't watched Genesis for so long. And, you know, they've recreated a lot of the things that were in, you know, the first film, verbatim sort of thing, which was really cool. And I think that deserves the effort. Oh, there's no screw and washer sets for those ones. Okay. They're gone. That's fair. Whereas T3, I don't know. It just, everything happens so fast in T3. Like, it's just... it just happens. Everything just happens. And like before you know it, the film's over and it's like, oh, okay. Whereas like Genesis just, it had its moments. It definitely had its moments. And I liked that it had its moments. And that's what was good about it, okay? That's what was enjoyable about it. It's all up. I'm sorry I'm rambling. But hey, I'm allowed to. That means this video is not going to be like 10 minutes long. It's going to be like 45 minutes long. Just replacing one thing on an iPhone. Whoops. That's okay. You got me started about Terminator. Feel free to tell me in the comments what you think of the series at the moment. I think Dark Fate sucked, personally. I think it was a waste of time. Honestly, it was like Genesis. Dark Fate was like a remake of Genesis, to be honest. You know, like Dark Fate was just so crap. I was excited that, you know, Hamilton was coming back, but the big spoiler, if you haven't even watched Dark Fate yet, is just the fucking start of it, man. Like, you just can't. How do you fuck that up, James Cameron? How do you screw your own Terminator films up by going, let's eliminate the one person that made this film good? Ta-da, done, not a problem. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being very cynical. I don't know. Anywho, we are now at the point where I have pulled the display. Well, I'm pulling the display out from the guts, and I have done so. Wow-wee. That is by SKF. Stupid, conniving fuck. That'll do it. But this is a piece of shit display. So now the button, wait a second, does this button actually, oh no, this button doesn't have a button. Hang on, wait a second, what the fuck? I'm confusion. Hang on, hold up. iPhone 4s actually had, oh yeah, they did, never mind, I'm thinking out loud. So I'll just kind of like, you know, clean it up a little tiny bit, just get the dust off it. Give it a once over. That's a once over. We're not in this for fun. We're not in this for too much, honestly. We're just having a good time. I also will probably take the shitty adhesive out because it's old. It's old adhesive that's been on this thing for 12 years. It needs to come out. We don't want it anymore. See you later. Have a good day. And if I was picking up the Atari portfolio, I should have left home by now to go get it, but the guy hasn't messaged me, so if he messages me, I'll have to pause the job lot, go get it, and then come back and go, okay, I got it, and then show you all and be happy, but I don't think I will because the guy's not answering me. He'll probably answer me at like 9 o'clock tonight and be like, oh yeah, you can come get it now. It's 6:10 p.m. in the PM, not the Prime Minister. Somehow, even though today really pissed me off, being out in all the busy traffic and stuff, I have high hopes today. Maybe because I'm excited that I'm doing this and not just sleeping. I don't know. Let's just be in high spirits. You have reached the mailbox of Get Fucked. Okay, I don't think I'll be getting the Atari portfolio then. That's crap. What am I doing, by the way? Home button. Alrighty. I now have a button, I think. That's the home button there, which can go in the bin. Now we get the fun bits. This is where the fun ensues. I'll take this, oh my god, no I'm not going to take that off just yet. Take that back. So we're going to grab the home button. Thankfully the home button can just sit right, plonk back into place, which is good. I'm glad I don't have to do terribly much right there. So I've never actually had to remove a home button on an iPhone 4 before. This is the first time I'm actually doing that. Granted, that looks a little shitty at the moment, but I'm sure in due time, it will look better. It just doesn't feel factory. Hang on, it doesn't feel factory. It doesn't feel right. That's because it's not quite into place. I probably should actually remove the cable from the actual... I think I just broke it. No, I didn't. I didn't break it. It's fine. I didn't break it. When I put the screen assembly on, it'll work. So we take this piece off. Now we put the screen inside of our buddy. Here you go, buddy. Have a screen. Oh my god, it's just so red. I like red. I never thought about this before. I know that custom iPhone cases exist and stuff, but I never thought of... Oh, hang on. Wait a second. Hold up. Oh no, never mind. It's fine. It's all good. I never thought of, an iPhone 4 custom case. Never thought of that. So that's why I'm doing it. If I screw it down, it will fit. I don't want to do all the screws up, right? And then it doesn't work. What I'll do is I'll just put this back together pretty roughly, just to see if it will actually work. And if it does work, then we're golden. If it doesn't work, well, at least I tried. I don't need the Wi-Fi plugged in, or I don't need anything really necessary plugged in. I just need to really just test the screen. That's all I need to do. I just need to make sure the screen works, and that's it. Oh my god, bending the new flex cables for the screen feels really weird. Oh wait, hang on, the screen doesn't fit. The screen doesn't fit. Hold up. Why doesn't the screen fit? Hang on. I'm confused. Could this be for... No, because they say A1432. What does the old screen look like? Give me the old screen. They're the same thing. They're exactly the same thing. Oh, okay, Look, I'm an idiot, okay? Obviously what I'm doing is incorrect, so I'm just idiotic at this point in time. Okay, so if I just slam that down into place, okay. Let's do that again, part 2. They should just all just kind of snap on like little Legos, kind of a little something like this, a little something like that, a little something like this. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now this goes there, and then that, why? That's not how that's supposed to work. What the fuck? Oh, the cable's stuck. Never mind, the cable's stuck. I figured it out, the cable's stuck. The cable's getting caught on the motherboard. It was bent. Now it's not bent. I believe that fixed it. I was fucking up my own thing. It wasn't fitting in the first place because I hadn't put... The flex cable was getting stuck. Maybe I'm just too impatient today. Why am I all of a sudden getting into iPhone stuff? I said to myself, I'm never doing an iPhone repair again. And what am I doing? An iPhone repair. But then again, I think this is classic Apple, I'll give it a pass. There we go. So it was my bad. I was not putting things where I was meant to be putting them. Let's put the battery back on. and just see if something happens. If it goes, hello, I'm awake. Or if it goes, hello, I'm not awake. Let us check. Oh god, all the fingerprints. Okay, well, let's see if this works. Oh, hello. Hello. Guess just take the screen protector. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is so rad. Oh, look at that. I'll take that off. It's fine. We'll come back to it. Wow. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Should we customize the other ones then? Should make one orange. Will it boot without the camera installed? I don't know if it will. It should do. The screen's a little dirty. That's okay. It'll be a fingerprint magnet now. Anything that touches it will be like, oh, uh-oh. Maybe the Mad Hax didn't work. Maybe it's maybe it's gonna come back and say it's like, oh no, that's fine. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. It's fine. It's okay. Yeah? That's better. That's much better. Home button? Oh, the home button is a little... I mean, it works. It's just not... I think this is not in place properly. Once it's all clicked down into place, I think it'll be fine. Also, the battery's just fallen out. Yeah, because if I hold that down, it sort of presses it into place. It still feels a bit spongy, but it's okay. The power button actually seems to work a little bit better now. I say that. There we go. Perfect. You know what I should have done? This is my 32 gig one. Not jailbroken, nothing. It's all just stock. Accordingly, the home button is a bit iffy on this one. Feels fine to me, SMOOREZ. I don't know what you're on about, but okay. 32 gig, 7.1.2. So I'll just put that to the side for a second because I'll charge this one up. I'm just thinking if I should, color code them. If I should maybe do like a, oh, it turns on straight away. That's fine. Maybe a red one and an orange one. Oh, don't you do this, iPhone. Don't you start doing Apple reboot, you silly thing. It's okay, it's like it's 3 screws. Oh my god, really? This was working. Why you no work now? Oh, there we go. There we go. It's okay, never mind. Another thing also with the home button is that the new one is made like of a shitty plastic. So that's also probably the problem. My original one was 16 gigabytes, so I think I'll keep the red one as 16 gigabytes. I think that's probably a good idea to do that. So now I'll take this battery out. I can also go to I'll get my iPhone 4 tub out and we'll just try some things because I might actually have one that has an iCloud lock on it and we can just bypass it. But I don't think I do, but I can check. Let's not use a metal tool. Let's be professional. And go pry tool. Off we go. And like, I know these displays aren't going to be the best, like, they're not going to be OEM displays. Did they call these Retina displays? I don't remember if they did. I'm prepared to have that shittiness. So yeah, if I just show you the home button, see how it kind of just doesn't sit in there properly? Probably because, as I said, because it all needs to sort of sit down. So I'll just kind of push that in. And if I push this into place, yeah, something like that. As I said, it's not as clicky as it should be, but it'll do. It'll definitely do. I've just realized why the home button's iffy. That's my own fault. I did that. Oh, that's way better. There we go. Way better. Fixed it. It was my fault. I had put the metal button side of it and the PCB side of it. I kind of had it a little bit sort of like that. It's fine. Got it. I'm gonna get my custom tub out. I'm gonna need my other iPhones. I have iPhone 4S iCloud, iPhone 4S iCloud, iPhone 4 iCloud. So I need that. iPhone 4 iCloud. That we don't know. Oh, hello. Let's make this one orange. Let's make that one orange. Okay. How many iPhone 4s have I... Oh, hello. That one. Oh, this one. Yeah, so this is a 4S, and I've on my my actual 4S that's running 6.1.3, I think. It's actually got the proper back cover on it, the see-through one, so that's kind of cool. I've got an iPhone. Oh, hello. This is going to turn into an iPhone 4 job lot, isn't it? It is. Okay, I'm not going to touch this. This one I'm going to touch, okay? I don't need to. I don't want to. Because that one's basically mint. Oh, well, I say mint and it's got a crack in the back there. But you know what? It's just back glass. Who cares? This one, we're still waiting for that to boot up. I need another. What I'll do is I'll charge the other ones up then. I didn't realize I had more of them. I thought I've only got 3 to work with, so I only work with 3 of them. And here I have more than I thought I had. That's okay. I've got a 4 running on 5.1.1. Wouldn't that be cool to have it in like orange or something? You know, that would be pretty cool. If the power button's iffy, it needs to be replaced. So we can do that. And the frame's not too bad on it either. Like, that's not a bad frame. That's not bad. Hey, there you go. Oh, charging. Okay. Home button iffy and cracked. Why would I keep the other ones then, S'mores? You're an idiot. So let's charge those 2 up then. And I guess that we can also put to the side. So I've got 3 for parts and they all have the screws in them. I just need to get a couple of screws from the top. Do I just need the top screws? I need one of the corner screws and a washer. I need a washer, that's right. Alrighty. I just rescued the 4s from the box. So I need to find out what battery percentages some of these things are at. Let me put my 32 gig back, because I don't need that now. That's done. So this display, obviously, it doesn't work, but I'll keep the home button. No, why would I do that? Should I keep the home button? Fuck it. You know, it's really helpful keeping these bubble wrap bags. If you ever do phone repairs, keep these, because these come in handy so many times. I'm like, oh, I need to do this with something. It just helps. I'm just trying to make room as well, because I don't have room. What am I stuck on? I feel like I'm stuck on something. I also want to put one of the finished phones into my Vans case too, because that's what I had as a kid. I wasn't a kid, I was a teen in 2012, was I not? How old was I in 2010? 2012. 2012 I was 20? What? That doesn't make sense. How was I 20 in 2012? No, I was born in 93. I was 19. Okay, it's called trying to manage this somehow. Cleaning my desk so I can fit more things on it. There we go, I think that's good now. Okay, so we have parts, and they're all 4s, I believe. A1332, A1332, A1332. Yeah, I could literally just take one of the backs off these and put it on my cracked one, if I wanted to. Oh, this one. I'll put this one on. This iPhone 4. I'm making so many terrible decisions right now, I just can't even. But it's okay. I know what I'm doing now. At this point in time, I know what I'm doing. I understand. At one point, I can't believe that I didn't have that many. Like, when I just looked at that box, I was like, I don't have many iPhone 4s. But then beforehand, I was like, I'm fairly sure I have a lot of iPhone 4s. And yeah, there you go. This iPhone doesn't say anything, so I don't even know. We should just charge them all up and just see what happens. But what I'll do is just take this one out, replace the back, and then call that one done. All right. Oh, water damage. Ugh. Oh no, I don't think anyone's been dicking around in this one possibly. So I think that one's probably the better one. So yeah, if I just stick this on. The frame is not the best on this, granted. Like, it's got some scuff marks, but it's now a little bit better than it was beforehand, okay? I also need to put identifying marks on them too anyways, because I'm not going to know which one's which if I just go pull one out of the drawer and go, oh, I think this one's the one that works. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to kind of get that shit working. Okay, this has turned into more of a job lot. This has turned into way more than just a normal job lot now, hasn't it? I have done this to myself. Oh well. Not only do I have 19 hours of footage to edit, I've now got a lot more because I'm doing this, but that's okay, I don't mind. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. It just never got around to it because I just didn't think I had the bits and pieces and just e-waste, guys. It's like, hey, I got some stuff. And I'm like, oh, cool. So yeah, that's done. All right, so let's start from the top. Let me put the screws from them out there. Cracked back, that's fine. We can put that there with the backs. Let's put the backs there. Okay. We're getting there. Seeing as this battery is charged up, I'm gonna test this one real quickly to see if it's a 64 or if it's iCloud or something like that. See if we can do more Mad Hacks. But it's turned into more than just, I want to swap over one iPhone 4 into a red case. No, it's become more than that. It has become, let's see what these ones are if they turn on. That home button is super iffy too. So I'm pinching another home button from that one. Well, hang on, wait, what? What was wrong with this one? Oh, that was my one. Never mind, it's fine. Fucking hell. This is what I mean. I don't have any marks on these ones. I'm just guessing what they are. Get out. Okay. Oh. Okay. Price tool. Yep. Okay, so that's been replaced, I would say. Does that look replaced? Yeah, that looks replaced. It just snapped off like it was nothing. So let's stick you in there. Oh, let's probably... Oh, uh-oh. Bracket. A bracket that was missing from another one. I need that. That's an important bracket. I don't remember what that bracket's used for, actually. I remember somewhere. Oh, yeah, I remember what that bracket's for now. So, yeah, I need to put that with the battery. So that was missing from my one. So let's stick this in and stick this in. And let's see what you do. Where did that screw come from? What screw is this? That's a Phillips, and that's come out of nowhere. I'm just going to put that there and pretend I didn't see it. All right, so let's see if this one works. If this boots up, I'll have another one to stuff around with. I've got a couple of 4 batteries now, so I can just mix and match to get them working anyway. So, okay. Well, you work? It works. What the hell? iCloud? Does it have iCloud? No iCloud. What? Okay, why? Is it 64 gig? So 16 gigabytes. So that works. Okay, the home button doesn't work. Or if you press at the top, it works. No? You gotta press it at about 2 o'clock. No, about 3 o'clock. No, that's about 3 o'clock. It's about 2 o'clock. 1 o'clock. You press it and it works. So home button's iffy on this one. Also power button's iffy on this one. No, power button's fine. That's a very clicky power button. That's a very nice power button. That feels like it's swelling too, by the way. Could be swelling, I don't know. We got an iPhone switching on. It's okay. We got one switching on. I know where that screw came from, that random screw. It's alright, I figured it out. I'm smart, see? Oh, hello. How you doing? Hello, iPhone. Would you like to be transferred into another case? Yes, you do. I know I don't have that little bracket on there, but that's okay. I'm gonna just write on this one real quick. No iCloud, 16 gig, and home iffy. Okay, so I have that to work with. Let's put this in the pile that I'm just gonna create another pile. And this has the original screen on it too. Does this have iCloud? Wouldn't be funny if it has iCloud. Okay, it does have an iCloud, but it's not signed in. What did I say? Power button iffy. Oh yeah, the power button's so bad. That is so crap. We're gonna pause what I'm doing for a second. I have to think, what capacity is this again? 16 gig on 5.1.1. I don't remember if you can downgrade 4s. I think you can. For the whole sake of it, the whole sake of sakes, I am going to not replace the front and the back covers on this because I don't need to. But what I am going to do though is replace the power button on this one, and that way, because the back is mint, the front has a screen protector on it that's also powering on too. Not that you can see it, but that's okay. I just need to know that it works. The battery's also charging very quickly. There's also a bug in here. Get out. Oh, just squished him. Sorry, buddy. I don't know what you were doing in here, but sorry. Oh, and it also has apps, like old apps. Oh my god. It has games on it. Cut the Rope. That's that game that I didn't know what that game was. Angry Grand Smack It, Draw Free, 4 in a Row, Wally 2, Water Slide, Cut the Rope, Fruit Ninja. Everyone had Fruit Ninja. Too bad there's no like Angry Birds on this. Or Flappy Bird. That'd be funny. This works. So I'll keep everything original, but I want to replace the power button on it. I also want to check the battery. I want to just see the battery percentage on this, because you can check the battery percentage through 3D Tools on 4s. Not that they're going to be super accurate, but at least it's something that will give you an idea of, is this battery going to live? Probably not. So let me just plug that in, let it go bling. I think my iPhone 4 that I got was on iOS, I think it was on this, iOS 5 or iOS 6 or something? I don't remember. The battery percent in this is 98%. It's only been charged 401 times. So that's not too bad. That's really good. Battery-wise is good. Power button sucks, and it actually doesn't work. Oh, no, it does work. Hang on. Sometimes you gotta fiddle around with these. Usually it's like right in the left corner that it works. Oh, there we go. Okay. Power button still works, but it's a little iffy. So that's correct. 5.1.1, 16 gig working. Correct. Great. Obviously, I do want to keep most of these as factory as I can, but we'll see what we can do. Also, I've got cables wrapping around things. Sorry. Home button iffy cracked. I'll just charge this one up real quickly. So this one is working. Oh, this is my one. This is my iPhone. This is one of my ones. So this one is my my one that I had in my drawer. This is one of the ones I used quite a while back, actually. I think it's just a spare phone. I think it's still logged into iCloud, if I'm not mistaken. It's not. Okay. The home button's actually not too bad on this. Oh, no, I say that. It's actually pretty crap. Oh, if you click it in the right spot, it works. I was on GSM Arena looking up the iPhone 4 at City Open settings. I had Optus on here and AppCake. Oh, I remember AppCake. God, AppCake, man. What's the battery life on you then? To you too. The battery life is 81% on this one. Just so I know what I'm doing. It is home iffy 7.1.2 and 81% battery. I can't fit battery on there. Good job, me. Put that to the side. Now we have these two, which say they're iCloud locked, but we're going to give them a... Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that. Instead of charging the... Oh, I'm going to charge it up. I'll charge one up. Let's just make sure that comes up. Oh, that's going to switch on straight away. Okay. Nope, that's not going to switch on straight away. Take that back. Because we want to use the these ones as parts, basically. Like the iCloud ones we're going to use for parts. Maybe I should put the red casing on. I mean, I've got 3 red cases. I could make 3 of them if I wanted to, but I don't need to. Where's the screw? There's the screw. Get out. Pinch that little bracket because I'm going to need that. Authorized service. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Okay, we've got a battery. Another battery. Got batteries everywhere. I honestly don't think anyone's going to want to watch an iPhone 4 job lot, but prove me wrong. Yeah, I probably should put the that one, the other one, the first one back together. I should probably put that back together, but I need to get screws first. So maybe if this one is definitely iCloud, we'll pinch the screws from this one. And the home button on the iPhone that's running 5, I might pinch the button out of this one, but the home button flex I need from this too. And in order to get the home button flex, everything has to come out. Oh, shit. God damn it. Oh, man. I'll work it out. I got this. Definitely iCloud. 100% iClouded. Let's see. iOS 7.1.2 iCloud. Oh, really? When do they need SIM cards? Oh, yeah, they need SIM cards. Duh. It's been a while. These micro SIM? Yes, micro SIM. Thank you. I have a micro SIM for you, buddy. There you go. Have a micro SIM. There you go. Try again. What? Wouldn't it be just easier to connect it to the computer? What the hell? So this one, right? SIM not supported, yeah? Battery life is at 76%. That's because it's the shitty one. It says iCloud is not on in setup, okay? It says that it's not on. If we do a little bit of the activation... Oh, this is a 32 gig one. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not that that really matters at all, but I've got it in 3U Tools. I've connected it up, and I'm going to just do under activation real quickly. Let's see if this magically goes away. Incorrect activating data. Okay. What if I just flash this? Incorrect activating data. I know that a lot of iPhones were sold on the Telstra network. A lot of iPhone 4s were on Telstra. So let's see if... Get in there. I'm going to be Telstra. 100% it'll be Telstra. It says no service, but... Oh, no, it does have iCloud. I mean, I know I can bypass it and all that sort of garbage, but I'd rather it be factory. Now I have a kind of an idea of what I'm doing. So we are going to use this buddy to get parts out of. I'm just trying to think logically what I need to do. Home button iffy, power button iffy, and home button iffy. So I need 2 home buttons, but there's a chance that I could probably just clean them up and they might be okay. But I'm still going to need to replace displays and all that sort of garbage. So, oh man. Oh god, oh man. Oh god, oh man. Oh god, oh man. My indecisiveness has kicked in. I want a 32 gig stock. I've got that. Then I want a 16 gig custom, which I'm doing. Then I want a 5.1.1 stock. So I don't need to do anything with that except clean the power button, which is up there. So it's behind so I'd have to take everything out to get to it. I also want to make an orange one because why not? So I guess if this one works, oh no, that's iCloud. This one, I guess if this one works, we can make an orange one out of that. But the home button iffy's on that one too. So, oh man. Oh, I just realized iPhone 4S's have the same home button. Forgot about that. That's okay. Doesn't matter. So what I'll do is I'm going to use this frame. We'll take parts from this one and put it into that one. So let's build a 4 first. So we know that we've got a 4 working that's custom with the back and the front done, and that's it. The thing is though, I'm looking at both of these and I'm looking at the frame at the top there and I'm seeing the dent and I don't like that dent. I also like, Jesus man, why am I doing this for? Oh, there's the other washer. Never mind, I don't need another washer now. Found it. Should I make this one the orange one? Actually, with the cracked back. I think I should. Because number one, it's 16 gig. It's going to look crap anyways with the orange on it. The touch didn't work as it was. The home button works. The power button works. Everything else seems to work on it. I just need to pinch one screw from this, which I should do that. That's what I'm going to do. I am not going to use red on this. I'm not going to waste a red one on this one. That's not happening. So I'm going to need my home button back, buddy. Sorry, but not sorry. That indecisiveness took way too long because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Figured it out. The easiest screw to get to is this corner one on the vibration motor. I think this is the easiest one to pinch this screw from. Yeah, I think I should be able to get that. Yep, got it. Now I have all the screws that I need for the most part. The vibration motor can just sort of sit back down in there and have a fun day there. It's now 10 past 7 and an iPhone is just switched on. I'm wondering if this guy's going to just randomly contact me and be like, oh, you can come get it now. Be hilarious. But I really can't be fucked getting it now. I was paying $100 for this portfolio and, you know, they're like 300 to 400-ish, could be 500 depending on the condition. This is in good condition. This was like I really want it, but the dude's just flat out not answering me. Doesn't matter. We have an iPhone up and running. I'm trying to figure out all these iPhones first before I know what I'm doing. This screen looks like replacement. Doesn't look too bad though. So let's take a look. General, about 16 gigs, 7.1.2. The home button's kind of fine. What did I say? Home button iffy, yeah. The shine on this frame is not that good. Oh god, I mean, it's still kind of shiny, you know, it's a little shiny. Battery percentage, let's check the battery real quickly. Oh god, I've just got intertwining cables everywhere. 92%, perfect. So home button is iffy on this one for sure. We know that 100%. That's correct. I'm gonna need to write, what did I say, 92%? 92%. That's just for the battery, so then I know. Just trying to figure out some things. This one's still charging. I'll charge this one up in the meantime. No, this one. Sorry, this one. Let's charge this one up because obviously I want to have good batteries. Not that I'm going to be using them, but it's cool. Did they ever make an orange iPhone? They did, didn't they? The 5C was the only orange iPhone, I believe. Let's see if this... Oh, this is still connected to the PC? No, it's not. No, that's going to probably not switch on. I don't think so. I'll also put that in there like so. I just need to see the battery life, that's all. Yeah, okay, fair. Okay, now that I've been rambling for almost 2 hours, this is going to be another job lot where I'm going to have to cut down several fucking hours to get it to a point where it looks good, but that's okay. I got this. All right, let's use orange. Let's make this an orange iPhone. An ugly orange iPhone. I think it's going to look cool. I don't want to waste a red one, and I don't necessarily want to have an orange one still sitting around. I may as well just use it. Now, I also need to get screws out of this one to put into this one, which is good. As this one says, high quality, good quality. I'll believe you, buddy. I'll believe you. High quality is good quality. So we have the home button. Again, I'm now going to place my home button on the home button. Yeah, that's redundant. Gonna replace the home button on the home button. Oh, that's a nice click. That's not a bad click. I'll take that. Oh, no, I think this LCD's damaged. Because look, it's been bumped there. Like, it looks like a Simpsons yellow sort of orange kind of looking. Ugh. Okay, we can make this the ugly iPhone, alright? This one got hit with the ugly stick. Poor buddy. Let's be nice to him. Oh, one of them powered up. I've just got a tool on top of it. That's why it doesn't power up properly. Ah, there we go. Yep. So pressing down on the frame, that home button's pretty solid. So I'm satisfied. Now we put the thing back together. So one thing that I'm learning with iPhone 4s that I've completely forgotten is you've got to make sure both flex cables are nicely in for it to be a solid fit. Let's commence the reassembly of the first custom iPhone of this video. Hooray, we're finally getting into it. Only took me quite a while to get that going, but hey, we did it. So what you need to do for the screen assembly is put the stupid metal washers on. Because Apple somehow thought, yeah, these don't fit, so we'll just put some washers on. Now it fits. That's all of the washers in. That wasn't too bad, actually. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Now I can come back to the first screw of this custom iPhone. Oh, did a washer fall out? No, it didn't. You know what I should also do? I should have tested this display Because if I screw all this down and then it don't work, it's going to be very upsetting, is it not? I think it'll work. God damn it, I'll check. I'll just screw down the most important bits now. Make sure that the 4 screws that, hang on. Are all the screws the same? I'm not following. I probably should have followed. Yeah, I don't think those screws are all the same. That's because I'm using the... No, never mind. It's okay. Screws are back in for the most part, but I'll just quickly put the bottom speaker assembly in. Put the motherboard in, and I'll just quickly check to see if this does actually... the screen actually does function. If it doesn't function, then this orange one was a waste. I think it will. I'll be positive with this one. It will work, okay? It will work, it will boot, and we will have no issues. For some reason, I just got reminded of the level in Resident Evil 6. We were in that, like, it's like 50 billion stories tall. This is the hotel that's like getting fucking exploded and stuff. I don't know why I just got reminded of that. Resident Evil 6 was not a fun game. Well, not a fun game at all. What? Is it okay? Is my friend okay? Has he survived? Can you see how dinged the frame is? Like, it's just... it's not even flush. I'm sure the screws will help with the structural integrity of it. So yeah, that iPhone is booted. Has booted. I'll check the battery percentage. Just if I know if I can pinch this one or not. 94%. I'll pinch that battery. Yoink. That's mine now. My battery, not yours. Haha. Stolen. So this battery, well, it's not... the charge capacity was 94%, but it actually had a lot more than 94%. It had been charged 782 times. But it's a lot better than the thing that's got 82% in it. And we got another one up and running. Oh, this looks like an original battery, actually. Hey, if that's original, that's okay. Let's see if it is original then. Yeah, that's original. All right, I'll take that. Yoink. Mine. The display works on this? Yep. No white blobs or anything. No ghost touches. I mean, granted, there's screen protectors on it, but I would say that's fine. I didn't clean the speaker grill out. I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. This one's going to be shitty anyways. It's orange. Who cares? It's fine. It's fine. This one is 82%, I think it was. 82%. Just so I know that I've got a spare battery that I can stuff around with, because I always need spare batteries for iPhones. Not that I need any for iPhone 4, but I've got it now. I don't need that now. I also need to take the motherboard out, because I need to do the screws at the side. That iPhone is booting with a battery in it that I haven't tested, so we'll test that too. So what I'm going to do is, even though I'm not celebrating Christmas, I'm not doing anything for Christmas, just because, like, realistically, I don't have any family or anything like that. And I was invited to a friend's place to celebrate Christmas, but I'm just not in the spirit, unfortunately. You know, I wish all the best for everyone else, but I'm not in it this year. Maybe next year, we'll see. I'm going to still take, like, a break off, like, just a bit of a break from doing some videos. I know I wanted to do some more before the end of this year, but I don't think it's going to work. I'd rather just do maybe a live stream and then, you know, take a little bit of a break, get back together with, you know, get myself together with some stuff, and then come back in the new year refreshed. But this is probably going to be out and well and truly after Christmas, I'll tell you that right now. It'll be in the middle of 2023 that you'll see this video. Can I believe that it's 2023 already? No, I cannot, but I have to. I unfortunately have to face the reality of it, that it's 2023. Well, it's not 2023 yet. I can still bask in the glory that is 2022. You know what? I gotta say, 2022 wasn't a bad year. It was bad at the start of the year because I lost my nan. And then I lost a family friend in September. Okay, 2022 was kind of bad. But it wasn't as bad as 2021 and 2020. You know, 2020 was just a clusterfuck. And then 2021 was just equally as bad. It just screwed with everybody. But I'm glad that's over. You know, that normality's back. But I still, you know, I still suffer from everything that happened in 2020 and 2021. You know, I still have panic attacks daily and, you know, all that sort of stuff from it. And I hate it, but it's just how I am now. Which is unfortunate. I'm dealing with it. I'm getting over it somehow. Let's just have fun in the meantime and do this. Okay, iCloud on this one, real quickly. What's the status of the battery in you, my friend? What are you at? 720, 99%. All right. Ow. I'll just keep that charging then. So that's 99%. That's all right. I am going to put on some music. I am so sorry for those people that hate when I put music on, but I need it at the moment because I'm kind of a couple of songs stuck in my head Megadeth has been in my head. So it's the song It's Been a While. It's so depressing, but it's so true. It's one of those songs where you just go, yeah, can relate. Now I'm initiating the pinching of the screws. Even though there's a WDI on this one, that's fine. Now I am putting this top bracket back on, and I just got to see which screw I'm missing. And they're all different, I believe. I'm going to just pinch the screws out of this one, so that I know exactly which ones they are. I've just realized that one of these screws will not go in there, because it's kind of a bit broken, which that doesn't matter. I got to pinch another screw? No, I don't. Oh, I've just realized this speaker assembly is broken on this one. That's okay, it doesn't take long to replace. I was wondering why it seemed a little iffy. Now I know. Oh, there's also that too. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No, that's been on the other one. Okay, it's fine. Actually, no, it's not broken. Never mind, it's not broken. It just looked broken. Maybe I should take that one out though. That's fine. I'll leave it. Okay, the iPhone 4 is back together for the most part. I am going to put the SIM card that I've just knocked a screw out of, possibly. There was a screw there. I don't know what that screw was for. I'm sure it won't come in handy. Doesn't matter. I'm going to use this battery because I think that's the best battery out of them all. That's a lie, actually, but we're about to see this abomination. The first abomination. Will the battery fall out? No, I think that's good. That's all the screws back in, except for this one, which that just didn't want to go back in due to this being something. I think I've already touched on this in a previous job lot. But, you know, repair shops, when they go, yeah, 20 minutes to replace your iPhone screen, just don't expect half the screws that were in it to be there when we're done. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. All right, that's probably the wrong screw placement, but at least the screws are in there. Yep. Slight problem with this orange one being broken. Oh, no, I've just realized I can just do this. Perfect. We've got to put a good quality sticker inside of it, do we not? Hell yeah. We'll put a good quality sticker right here. Actually, wait. I'll keep this high quality sticker on, but I'll put it right there. There we go. Makes it more genuine. Because, like, the glass is just broken. We'll put a good quality sticker right there. Actually, no. What we'll do, we'll put it right there so it keeps it together. That's the wrong area. Right there, then. Oh, I got a glass shard in me. That's pretty good. Just let the glass fall out. Now all we do is just make sure that it clicks back into place somehow. Done. So I'm going to take screen protector off because we don't want the sensors kind of covered. Now the back, we'll just kind of get a little hobby knife and just go shoop. Done. Perfect. How's the home button feel? Terrible. That's all right, actually. It'll do. Dismiss. Oh. Uh-oh. There's a small problem, and that is due to the frame not going all the way down. That's because this is a low-quality screen, and it's not going to fit first try. But I probably should have checked that. But that's okay, because it's on the battery side, so I'm not that fast. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I hate when screws fly around. It's like, do we really need that happening? All right, I've just taken the side screws out, so let me just see if it's still the same. I think it might be. Yeah, I think it's still the same. But I guess because the frame's all iffy anyways, I don't think it matters, actually, to be honest. Should we just leave it? Sorry for all the fingerprints. Well, my hands are sweating. It's a hot day today. Sorry if you don't like fingerprints. And then I've got fingerprints directly on the board. It's fine, it doesn't matter. It's not as bad. But every time you click the display, you know, it's a little jittery. Good high quality. As I said, this frame is like dinged up pretty bad, so I can kind of expect that to happen. Because I remember when I was putting the bottom ones on, probably should turn the thing off. It's now 8 o'clock and the guy still hasn't messaged me. I'll double check. He has not messaged me. Bastard. I bet it's going to be tomorrow now. He'll go, oh, tomorrow. Well, I don't want tomorrow. I wanted the Atari portfolio tonight because I don't want to go anywhere tomorrow because it's going to be mayhem on the road. Mayhem. Okay, I've taken all the screws at the bottom out. We'll just see now if it looks better or if it still looks shit. Oh, is it not going to power on now? Does it need that on? Oh. Because the battery's not down properly. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter where I press. And I guess no one's going to be pressing down on this thing really, you know. But I just want to see. Oh, the frame's already broken on this stupid thing. I think this is meant to be just be a reject case. Poor thing. If I just use a tool and put that back into place, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's not as bad now. So I think it was more to do with those bottom screws. I'm just going to take the battery out haphazardly. I'll put the side screws back on. Sorry, I'm going to have to turn my fan on. My hands are just sweating like crazy. And I don't want to be, you know, dealing with electronics while I'm sweating, which is obviously not good. Now I've put the side screws back on. I'm going to try it again. Yeah, it's worse now. I've just loosened the side rail up. See if this works a little better. You know what? It's still going to do it regardless. So I've taken a screw out, and I'll just, I'll need my little grounding tab again. I'm going to call that one done. I don't care that it's a little iffy and kind of, you know, haphazard. It doesn't do it as bad now. It just does it on that side too. It doesn't matter. This one's done. Come on, you can boot, buddy. I half believe in you. Yeah, home button's fine. It's not exactly the most flush home button. Oh, I see why. Now it's flush. I had to click it back in. I fixed it. I gotta pull the whole thing apart again. This corner piece was sticking up. That's why it wasn't connected. Oh my god. Taking it apart again. Oh shit. Now I know why I'm dealing with these displays from e-waste. I can see why they got rid of them. They were like, who the fuck's gonna want these? Yeet. Hey, how does that look? Oh yeah, that's better. We fixed that issue. I still partially think I should probably put that one back in. I've taken a screw out there, so I'll put that back in. I don't think I need to take out anything. God damn it. I've got to take this fucking dock connector out. For something that's so shitty, why am I caring so much about it? Just don't want to take one more screw out, so I'll just pull the whole thing apart. It's fine, it's good. Oh, I just lost the speaker, the screw. Shit, never mind, found it. Is it still alive? Yes, it is. Alright. I realize that it's only 3G only too. Who cares? If I push hard on the display, it dances around, but if I just use it normally, you wouldn't know. Now it's done. The first iPhone out of this huge lot is actually done. Now I put the screws back in for the 11th time. 11th is not a number, but it can be in this scenario. Was that worth it? Was that worth it? I don't think it was worth it, actually. An orange iPhone. Imagine if Apple did this. They were like, hey, iPhone 4C. The iPhone 4C. It'd have plastic. It'd be plastic, though. It'd be just all plastic. I mean, it looks good. Looks cool. Looks nifty. That little portion's slightly broken. Does the camera work? Yes, it does. I mean, the autofocus is crap on it. Does this even have autofocus? It doesn't even look like it. Does the iPhone 4 not have autofocus? There's no way that it doesn't have autofocus. That's a bit silly if it's... I don't think it... It does have autofocus. Then what the fuck is wrong with it then? It just doesn't autofocus. Oh... Okay then. Okay. We're going to take it apart again. For fuck sakes. Jesus. I just want the thing to work. That's all I want. I just want it to work. I don't want anything else. I don't want to jailbreak it. I don't want to do it. I just want the... You know what? It works. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I want it perfect. Put it this way, all right? I'm one of those folks who, if I'm repairing something and I don't do it, 99.2% of the time, I won't just go, meh. I'll literally sit there and make sure it's fixed before I do anything else. And that's what I'm doing in this scenario. I'm making sure that everything is perfect before I go ahead with anything else. Why am I making sure this is perfect? I don't know. I have OCD, and that OCD is telling me, well, SMOOREZ, you have a iPhone 4S camera that's not autofocusing, properly anyways. Probably just is the camera. That's okay though. If I do this, then I know it's done and I don't have to worry. The front camera works. I don't know if anything else works. I don't know if the sensors even work. I haven't even tested the sensors. I'm not going to test everything in this video. I'll just test the main sort of, you know, stuff. The fuck? Get out. Okay, why is it not coming out? That's what she said. Do I have to take all these screws out? Do I have to take all of them out? Can I not? That Kogan, by the way, that's not doing anything. So I have a feeling that that could be dead. Just a slight feeling. All right, so now I put this one in the iPhone one, the iClouded one, because that's bad. Cool. Wow, these things only had 512 megs of RAM? Jeez, that's only like half a gig off a welcome. Whew. I've got to say, my iPhone 4, when I had it in 2012 to 2014 before I upgraded. Oh, wait, no, not 2012. I've just realized I made a terrible mistake at the start. I'll edit that out. I had my iPhone from 2010 to 2012. Then I had my S4 from 2012. I have moaned that site, that fucking website that tracks all your phones and stuff. I filled that out for that specific reason. Whoops. Yeah, I remember now. 2010, I had an iPhone 4. Oh, Jesus Christ. I probably should have disconnected the battery. Whoops. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. Just went, whee! Whoops. Oh, fuck you. Okay, I need to clean my hands. Yeah, I gotta say, the iPhone 4, it was a good phone. I think it was a really, really good phone. I enjoyed using it. I thought it was pretty decent. I didn't have many issues with it. The antenna thing that people experienced, I never had that issue with it, honestly. It's always in a case. Literally, when I walked out of there, I'm pretty sure when I had my SIM card in it, and it was the first 5 minutes I walked out of Vodafone, and I'm pretty sure I used a browser jailbreak, and it was permanently jailbroken. I didn't have to do anything else. It was done. I'm pretty sure of that because I remember coming home straight away installing apps on it. Put AppCake on it. Oh, not AppCake. There was a different one. No, AppCake was it. AppCake was it. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it. Does it autofocus now? Or does it not even work? Yep, there you go. Let me just autofocus real quickly. Hell yeah, it autofocuses. It's fine. It's good now. Great. Is there anything else that I need to check? Because I really don't want to take this apart for the 50th, 60th, 20th time. I just don't want to. I just learned my lesson. I should take the batteries out. Oh, you know what? I just realized why it might not have been autofocusing, because the back glass has that protective film over it. So I'll praise the iPhone 4. I really loved that phone. It had a very premium feeling. It was like the N95, holding the N95 and then holding the iPhone 4 was like two different realms. It was such a, I mean, I had the Jet at the time before I went to the iPhone 4. So that was a big difference. All plastic to then having this, glass and aluminium sandwich was just a really, really cool thing. And that's why I used it for the solid 2 years, because I was like, there's no reason to upgrade, and it served me well. But then I think, 2012 is exactly when I got my my S4, and everyone was like, 4G and 4G. I know 4G was out like around 2010-ish, 2011. Probably earlier than that, actually, but it wasn't rolled out here in Australia until sort of that 2012-ish era, I think. Something like that. And that's why I went into Vodafone. I remember going to Vodafone and I said to them, okay, I've got an iPhone 4, I want to upgrade. Do I go with Android or stay with iOS? And at this time, I was very iOS. I will say I was very iOS because I had my 3G that I was using as well, and I had my 4. So I asked the person, should I go with iOS or Android? And they were like, well, this is the S4, that's the flagship, and this is the 5S. I'm pretty sure it was the 5S. And I was just like, huh. Yeah, I'll go with the S4. I'm pretty sure it was the 5S. Let's see if I was right. 5S, I'm pretty sure. Well, it could be the 5. 5S was released in 2013, so it was the 5. So yeah, it would have been at Vodafone. They've shown me the S4 and the iPhone 5. And yeah, it was just like, do you want a bigger screen or do you want a slightly bigger screen? And I was like, bigger screen. And the S4 was bulletproof. That was a bulletproof phone. That went with me everywhere. I loved that thing. And then after the S4, I had a Note 4, then S5, then another S5, then an S8 Plus, then an S8, and it all went downhill from there. Now I'm changing phones every fucking 2 months. But yeah, I honestly would have stuck with iOS if that guy at Vodafone didn't basically say to me, do you want more screen real estate for like a less price? I'm pretty sure the S4 was also slightly lower priced in like on a plan than the iPhone 5. I think the S4 was, I mean, I'm just guesstimating here, but I think it was like $10 cheaper or something like that. Plus I got a cheaper plan as well they put me on. But yeah, no, that S4 was good. It was on 4.4.2, I think. And then I got it to 5, and then I think that was it. I think it only got to 5, or did it get to 6? I'm not too sure if it got to 6. I'm in curiosity mode now. Oh god, Samsung has released a shitty phone called the M04 and the A04. Well done, Samsung. Let me know when you've released another new TSMC chip then we'll talk business. God, there was a lot of Samsung phones with keyboards that ran Android as well that I was just not aware of. Yeah, it only went to 5. There you go. And I had the i9 505, which went to 5. That makes sense. That's a bit of trivia for you all. I didn't know if you knew that. You probably didn't, because I don't think I've ever mentioned it. But yeah, I was talking to someone the other day, and I was basically just talking about my past and stuff. And I guess that sort of just brought up my memory then. I was just, oh, okay. Hey, that's a thing that happened. So yeah, thank you random Vodafone guy for not letting me have an iPhone 5 for 2 years, and then going to Japan, getting ready to go to Japan in 2015, and knowing that I wanted a new phone before then. I would have went up there and probably just went, yeah, give me an iPhone 6 or 6S, whatever would have been out at the time. 6 would have been out at the time, or 6S, I don't know. What was out in 2015? The 6S. But that was September, so it would have been the 6 that I would have been getting. So I would have had the 5 for 2 years, and then I would have went with the 6. But I didn't. I went with Android instead and had Samsung since. Well, I had a Xiaomi and Huawei at one point in between Samsungs, but that doesn't matter. I've been recording for 3 hours, and I've done one single device. Just one. I have not made a red iPhone. What the hell have I been doing? Another fun thing, I mean, it's not that fun, but it can be fun if you look at it this way. I have not been on a phone plan since 2016 because Vodafone sent me a text message and they said, hey, we know that you want, I don't know, more stuff in your life, I guess. And so we're giving you 10 gigs of data. I think it was 10 gigs of data. It could have been less. Maybe it was a bit less. I'm not too sure. And they were also just like $35 per month. The SIM only plan, and you can leave at any time. And I was like, okay, sign me up. So that's why I got my own phone from Cashies, because that's when I started doing Cashy stuff, was 2016. Yeah, 2016? I think so. Yeah, 2016. I've been on that plan since. Except they've upgraded it to like 50 gig now, or 35 gig or something like that. I don't know. I barely use it. I go through like 2 gigs of data on my usage for my phone a month. I barely use it. The most I use it is for GPS when I travel. Let us move on. It is now 8:33, and my guy has not messaged me back. So, safe to say that's not happening. Also, I'm just going to have a look. Oh, this back cover is pretty good. I should make a custom. No. So we definitely know those two are iCloud locked, so I'll leave them to the side. I'll leave that back cover there. Let's try and fix the less too hard to do baskets. So we've got 4 iPhones laid out. The iPhone that's on 5.1.1, I do want to take the power button out and try and fix that. So I think we'll do that because we've got home button iffy, and home button iffy. So while we're doing that, I'll just also charge up a random one. I guess we'll charge up this one because we're going to make one of those. So this one is just power button. Let's work out which one should be the candidate for red. And it's looking like the middle one. That's looking like the best looking. Yep, that middle one there is looking good. So I reckon that is going to be our red donor. So that is going to be our red one. And then these two, I'll figure it out. So actually I should be charging that one then. Just so then I have a plan, because I don't have a plan at the moment. I'm just going along with it. God, I get emotional every time the puddle of mud cover of About a Girl comes on. Man, Wes was passing a kidney stone and trying to sneeze while he was doing the cover. Look, oh. Jesus, he was multitasking. Power button repair. How does one do power button repair on iPhone? Let us convey. The first step with iPhones that have stuck power buttons is if you stick up like a pair of tweezers in between the button and the frame to just sort of clear out any debris, it hasn't worked. So process of elimination is important here. With my iFixit guide up, let me go ahead and do this really fast. Speed through it. Speedy Gonzalez, go through this very fast. Look, we're already in. Amazing. So that iPhone is booting up. Great. Fantastic. Okay, let us try and fix a power button. I don't think it's going to work. If it doesn't work, I'll get the power button out of this, and I need to pinch the home button from this anyway, so I'll do that. 2 birds with one stone. Where did that quote originate from? 2 birds with one stone. Why are you killing birds with a stone for? Why are you that barbaric? No. Do not. That's pretty terrible, actually. Thinking of that. Kill 2 birds with one stone. Why are we killing birds? Oh, hello, this is factory. Come on. Got it. Wow. I kind of like this method than pull tabs. Pull tabs are annoying. Oh, hello. Why aren't you supposedly booting up? What's wrong with you? Maybe it just is being silly. What do you have to do? The whole thing needs to come out, correct? Yes. Okay, I can do it. To disassemble your iPhone 4 that's running a good version of iOS that if I didn't keep on this iOS, people would yell at me for. What is this iPhone doing? This one is just going, no, I don't want to turn on. Nah, actually, nah, not today. What is the story with this one? No iCloud. Well, it obviously doesn't work with that battery. I'm just changing batteries around real quickly. Ah, shit. Sorry if I knocked the camera, well, the Note camera, because I've got cables just twisted around this whole entire thing. That should work now. I say that. Oh, that's because I didn't connect the battery down properly. Doesn't help. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, snap map music is playing. I never used the snap maps in Doom 2016. Never used them. Probably should have. Would have been cool. Back to business while I'm waiting for that to boot and do some stuff. This is not a job lot. Yes, it is. It is a job lot. I was going to say, because like this job lot's very monotonous because it's the same phone over and over again. But then again, people like the Pixel Perfect one when I was restoring the Pixel. But this is not really much in terms of customization. We're just sort of... Oh, yeah, that was the battery. So the battery's stuffed in that one. Oh, hello. That screen's broken now. It's got a line in it. It's flickering. Yeah, we'll switch that, but we'll just charge it. It's the same phone over and over again. So I know that might not be exactly the best sort of video for you all, but I guess you're here to just listen to me ramble instead. If you go to sleep to this video, I don't mind. Honestly, a lot of people tell me that. They're like, I fell asleep to this video. And some people, you know, are actually being jokey about it, going, oh, I fell asleep to this because it goes so long. Ugh. But when people say to me, I fell asleep to your video because I was, you know, genuinely like anxious and stuff, it's like, hey, dude, if that works for you, I could never do that because it's my own video. I could not sleep to my own video. That's for sure. I'm glad that if that helps you. And I guess that's why this series exists, because people with, you know, sort of sleeping issues and stuff, they can just chuck this on because it's several hours in length and just go for it, you know. So I don't mind. I don't mind if you need to use my videos for sleep. I'm not against you or anything. That's fine. Just if you are using them for sleep, you might want to put ad block on, because even if I minimize the ads down, YouTube will still put ads in, and I don't want you, you know, just, you know, you're sleeping peacefully and all of a sudden it goes, would you like to buy blah 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 blah? You're gonna be like, no, fuck off. It's fine if you use YouTube Advanced or ad block or whatever the kids use nowadays. I don't know. I don't even use it. I don't know what I use. Also, it's now almost 9 o'clock and I have not got any message from that guy. So, bye-bye, portfolio. If that guy wants me to go pick it up, he's going to have to do it cheaper now, because I am not fucking around with this guy anymore. What a dumbass. Do I need to take the vibration motor out? I don't. Okay, so enough of rambling about me. How are you doing? You doing good? I know, there are so many people I need to answer back. Like there's people on Instagram, there's people on just everywhere that I need to answer back, and I just haven't got around to it, and I kind of feel bad for not doing it. I will do it. I will get back to you all somehow, somewhere. Let us commence the part where I yell at the camera. I don't remember taking an iPhone camera out. I mean, an iPhone 4 camera. We have a metal metal thing, front camera out. What's next? Now the whole thing comes out? No, the lock button comes out. Maybe the screws aren't on properly. I do remember trying to replace a power button on an iPhone 4, and I remember it's that little bracket thing that sort of just, I don't know, something. We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. Is the home button clicky? No. Oh? Yes. That home button's pretty clicky. Yeah, that's definitely a clicky button. Now all we do is remove the button. Actually, I think I've already fixed it. Hang on, I think I've already fixed it. At this point, I'm concentrating. Don't ask questions. I'm trying to see if I can save this button. I don't think I can save it. It's just very flat. It's a very flat one. I mean, it works. It clicks. But I think if I'm already at this stage, I may as well take the home button out of that one. So it could either be the button itself or just... I'm not entirely sure. In order to remove everything, I have to remove everything. I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense. I won't argue with that logic. Actually, can I argue with that logic? I'm going to argue with that logic. Can I argue with Apple's logic? Yes. Yes, I can. I'm allowed to. Don't tell me the buttons are all one big assembly. Oh, no, 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 no. God, no. Please, God, don't let them be on the same assembly. Oh, what a clusterfuck. God damn. Really? Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Okay, it's bad. No, it's not that bad. Okay, take it back. It's half bad. Oh, it's just fiddly, you know? Oh, the microphone. Okay. Grab all that crap out. Okay, it wasn't that bad. As I said, it wasn't that bad. So that's the button, speaker, and all that crap from that one. We'll just say it doesn't work, to simplify things. Now I need to grab that same stuff out of that one. But as I said, I got to take the entire thing apart. Is it even worth keeping these? Like the frame and stuff? Is the frame good on it? It's about as good as I can say for that one. What's this screw used for? Let's just put it there. I somehow know what I'm doing. Somehow. I'm going to just say that that button's screwed because it seems the button's really flat. So I'll write this part off. We can write that off. The button on this one, I probably should not keep because it could be an issue. I mean, what does the button look like on this one? Hi, Rip. Hi. What do you want? I already fed you. Okay. Well, you can sit with me then. Sit with me. Debate. Should I keep this power button or not? That was a yes. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll keep it. See, my cat helps me decide on things that are too difficult to decide on. She just says, yep, don't worry, you'll get to see her soon. I'm planning to do a live stream on my birthday when I turn 30. And then you get to all interact with Rippy. You can all go, that's Rippy. And yay, that's Kibi. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Because this screen is, like, pretty stuffed, would it be easier just ripping it off? You know, just kind of... So then I don't have to do much? Or is it... No, we'll do it properly. We'll do it properly. I also need to have dinner. And I mentioned it earlier, what I ended up getting. But I ended up getting pizza. That pizza is fucking awesome there. And they're cheap. They're super cheap. They're like, come back in 10 minutes and we'll have your 2 pizzas ready for you. Come back in 10 minutes and you're like, nice. Num num num. And yes, I know I have stopped, you know, I was losing a lot of weight and I've put it back on again, which kind of sucks. But I'm going to lose it again soon, so don't worry. Don't fret. Don't fret. Also, I don't know why I'm organizing these screws together because I don't really need to. Because basically, I can just sort of look at the screws and go, oh yeah, that's where that goes. That's where that goes, I think. I'll see how we go. Congratulations, you have successfully removed a fucked motherboard. Hooray. Okay, I'll just put that with the rest of the stuff. So, I need to remove the vibration motor that has a long ass screw in it. We will build a custom one soon. We're getting there. Don't worry about that. We're getting there. So, I need to remove headphone jack. Alright, and now I need to fold down the display ribbons, and then I need to pull out the 2 screws that are holding this button into place. The button's very clicky on this one, which I'm really happy with. I'm glad it's going to be a good button's going to be going on it. Not some crappy button from some used car lot. Actually, are all these iPhones from e-waste? I think they are, most likely. God, I don't even remember the last time Cashies offered me an iPhone 4. Fuck, it would have been ages ago. I'm pretty sure I would have said, nah, you can keep that. I know when I done the previous job lot, the place that I went to up there, they had iPhone 4s, and I was basically like, no, you can throw them out, do what you want with them, because they're worthless. They are worthless, basically. I mean, if you still have 3G in your country, then I guess you can still use these, yes. But if you don't have 3G in your country, then I guess you're shit out of luck on that one. That's a bit bleak now, isn't it? Okay. I have a button. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. The question is, did I break anything? I don't think I did. Now all we have to do is carefully put that into there. Okay, how does one approach doing this? Oh my god, there's so many fucking flex ribbons. Thank you, Apple, for being very trigger happy with your fucking flex ribbons. Problems have arisen. I think it's dinted at the top. I'm having the same issue that I had many years ago. It's something to do with the button. Okay, surgery time. You know what? I've just realized I'm not using the same button. I'm using a different button. I'm using the same button from the casing. If I don't use this, and I instead use the one that's actually in this one, I think I'll have no issues. But let me try that real quickly. No, it's just flat. The button is just flat. Why is it flat for? Alright, I want to make sure I'm not going silly. I'm going to put this button inside of this frame. Oh, that's flat. It's something to do with this stupid power button. I knew that it's... Alright, what I'm talking about, what I'm having issues with, is this little loop. You would think it just sits, right? It doesn't. It doesn't sit like that. And that's why I'm having issues, because that's what broke on the previous one, is that. So now I'm stuck. There has to be a trick to this. Let's pretend it's in, okay? Let's just go along and say, alright, It's in. What the hell is going on with this stupid thing? Okay, because it's the wrong screw, Shane. So that's the button back in with the new assembly and doesn't click. Why? Come on, man. What is the magic with this stupid fucking metal bracket? Thank God this is the only power button that I have to do. Okay, I see the issue. This little bracket thing, it needs to be out a little bit in order for it to go in. I hate it. Alright, iFixit. Show me how it's done. I'm definitely going to break all of the ribbons for this now because it just doesn't work. It's a stupid design. Apple, why would you fucking implore this dumb design? Oh, I've got a great idea. No one's ever going to think of this. Let's put a power button with a metal fucking loop on it just because we can. Just to piss people off. Well, it fucking works. It doesn't work. It does not work. Now I remember the issues that I had. This is the same issue that I had many years ago. Why? Everyone online's like, oh, you just do this and it's easy. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That's why I remember with that iPhone that I had to repair that one time, I didn't do it because of this. Because of this dumb metal bracket that's on this for no particular reason other than just to piss people off. That's why that's there for. Why would they put a metal ring on something that just doesn't even need to be there? It doesn't need to be there. I don't understand. If I look at the top of the phone, I don't understand. Let me do troubleshooting then. Let me put the stupid button on the stupid mechanism to see if it clicks. What do you know? It doesn't. Okay. Okay, so that it doesn't click. It does not click. What the fuck? I don't want this to defeat me. That button doesn't work. I know that. Okay. But that button works. But for some reason, that button now doesn't click. I'm going to do the simple and easy method because I give up on this thing. I give up. I know I could have just put it in another frame, which probably would have been the smartest idea, instead of having to dick around with all of these little bits and pieces and shit. What if I just come to the button and screw in both screws? Granted, this method probably won't work, but it's the best one I have because this dumb thing doesn't want to work. What you do is you grab the home button and you put it forward a little bit. Now you get a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper and we're going to cut it to size. Granted, it's not going to be as clicky, but it's going to work because that bracket thing has got me. Exact same issue that happened to me many years ago. I don't know why. The button was perfectly clicky on the previous one and now it just, no, I don't want to click. And even with the button out of the phone, it's still the same thing. So beyond me, I don't know. So now I've got a bit of paper that I've now scrunched up and I think it might be a little bit too thick to fit in there. It is. So I need to cut it in half. I really don't want to do the rest now, but I've committed. I'm resorting to cutting a SIM card adapter and using this as a way to push the button down because I can't find another way to do this. None. Zero, zilch, don't know. Whatever Apple did, I hate them for doing it. It's not clicky, but it works, I think. So what I've basically done, I've cut a piece of SIM card tool and stuck it in there. That's as good as I'm gonna get, I think. Okay, now that I wasted several hours with that, a power button. How does that happen with a power button? It's a power button. I'm never ever, I will say it now, I am never doing a power button replacement on an iPhone again. I don't care when, how, what for, I'm never doing it again. The rest of this is fun. Apart from the screw management crap, the rest of this is actually kind of fun. Except when that happens. And then just... Okay. I'll just pretend that nothing happened. Nothing happened. See, if I cut that entire footage out, you'll never know that that all happened. If this doesn't work, I'm calling a lawyer. I'll just use one of the spare frames or something. I don't know what I'll do. I just want a working power button for fuck's sakes. That didn't work. Yep, that didn't work. I got it. I stuck a bit of paper in there. Want to see it working? I hated every minute of that, plus more. And now it doesn't work again. That'll do it. That'll do it. I don't care. Note to self, do not ever do another fucking replacement on this. No, never. Don't even think about it. That really bummed my mood then, doing all of that. I was having fun, and that just turned into that. How is it that a power button is so pathetic. I mean, it could be just me being pathetic, okay? It's probably me being pathetic. It's probably just me not doing something correctly. I don't know. But how is it, how does that work? Someone needs, provide me answers. Genuinely, I am stumped, absolutely stumped on that. How a piece of paper needs to go there in order for it to work. Because the power button worked clearly on the other one, right? Then coming to this one, it's like, oh, no, I don't work now. I don't work. I did work, but now I don't. We finally might be able to build an iPhone 4 custom properly. Maybe, one day. Let's use my new power button. Hooray. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. There, dubstep's gonna make me feel better. Guess what? The camera's busted on this one. Fantastic. Now we have to fix that too. You know how I was praising iPhone 4s like an hour ago? Take it all back. Take it all back. Fuck taking the battery out. DIY. Let's try this again. This camera is the faulty one. Accordingly, I've just got the one that doesn't autofocus just to test it. Let's see if it works now, or if it's still gonna be... Nope.
Fucking thing sucks!
How does a camera not work? I don't have the camera plugged in. It's the front camera causing it. Now if I plug this in without the front camera, it should now work. Otherwise I have to take the whole thing apart to get the front camera working. Fuck me. Now you can see why I don't like repairing iPhones, because this is the sort of crap that happens. With an Android phone, it's mostly just out it comes and in it goes. No, not like this. And I can't even reset the camera options because it won't let me. That's all it does. Now I have to fix the sodding camera. Now I take out everything again. Maybe it wasn't working in the first place, but how does a camera just royally fuck up like that and just go, oh no, I don't want to work now. I don't work and there's nothing you can do about it, logic. You know what I mean? Like, just, no, don't. Let me try with replacing the front camera and having none of the front sensors attached. Will it work this time? Find out on this episode of I Hate the iPhone even more. If it works, they're fine. If they don't work, they're not fine. The buttons are not connected. That's why that's not working. I'll connect the buttons up then. Only the buttons. Nothing else. There we go. And if this doesn't work, then... I don't know. I need to have dinner soon, by the way. Just let people know that. Is it even going to boot? Does it work now? Nope. Restart your iPhone because that works. What is your malfunction? Let's do what Apple says, okay? Because there's no iCloud locks or anything like that. I'm going to reset all settings, okay? Reset all settings. This is not resetting the phone. Even though I'd like to reset the phone, I don't want to do that. I like how the options for Apple are all, you know, the newer devices. Possible reasons for your iPhone camera to not work. The camera app on your iPhone might not have been launched correctly. Yes, because that's a thing. Close and restart the application. Switch to the front and rear camera. Turn off the voiceover function. Restart your iPhone. Reset settings on your iPhone, which is probably the likely thing, but we'll see. What silliness. Silliness. Oh, really? Do I have to set it up? What? Did I delete all the stuff? Don't tell me I did. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Alright, let's see if it works now. Later. Nope, still broken. It's just flashing. What kind of an issue is that? Is it motherboard? Because like I can't even go to the options. It ain't working. So even with the OG camera in, nah. Another one for the I don't know pile. And I just read up that you can actually downgrade iPhone 4s to lower versions if you wanted to. So I'll just do that. Not going to do it today now because I've got a 4S running 5 point something. Also, I made a mistake. I had this bit of plastic that was underneath the motherboard. I wonder if that causes it. It would be silly if it does, but I'll try it. At least I'm remembering the screw layout now, so I suppose that's not bad. Okay, 2 gripes with iPhones. Meticulously put together. That's one thing I can say. When they work, they're great. Fantastic. But when they don't work, you're going to run into a whole lot of problems. It's a whole nother level of things will not work because they just won't work. You know, it's like if it's iCloud, good luck. If it's not iCloud, You have a chance. That chance is short-lived because this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and that happens, and everything else happens, and then the iPhone explodes the end. Jeez, I tell you what I haven't watched in a while. The fucking The End of the World was like the first internet meme I seen when I was a kid. I was on, what was the website? Was it Newgrounds? Possibly could have been Newgrounds that it was on, but I remember that. I'm gonna watch it. I have not watched it in so long. It has been years since I last watched The End of the World. Not the Netflix show and comic graphic novel. That was good. I've watched that recently. I felt depressed after watching it because I was like, man, I'm so lonely. You know, I wish I could just find someone who wants to just run away. I will genuinely switch to an iPhone 4 for a week if this works. Okay? I promise. I'll switch. If it was that plastic causing the issues, I will do that. But I don't think it will be. Yeah, no, that didn't work. So, I don't care. I tried, okay? I just spent the last 2.5 hours repairing a power button and a camera. I don't like that. That iPhone can successfully go into the fuck you bin. Okay. Now I'm going to quote that now. Okay. This will be the last one I do before I successfully put this down and say goodbye to this ever fuckery growing thing. One thing I did not test is if the home button actually works on this unit. Probably should have done that. Sorry, just moving my camera, sorry. Yeah, probably should have done that, but I kind of figured that it wasn't worth it. I think it did work, actually. Come to think of it, I think it did work. So we need to take the home button out of U. So that means more screws have to come out. I'm going to switch screwdrivers, actually. I don't know why I don't use this more often, because it's a great screwdriver, and it doesn't slip. It's just that that's easier and it's sitting there. So I go straight to that one, when I know that this one's better. Look, magnetic force. That means awesomeness. Awesome sauce. Now you need to actually come out. Okay, there you go. Great. Fantastic. I'll put that with the rest of the pile. So what have I learnt today? iPhones don't like to be repaired, and then when they do, they still complain. Yeah, I've been repaired and I hate it. That's very relatable, actually, because that's what happens with iPhones. It's like, hey, you've repaired me. But guess what? I won't work now because you've replaced this part and you've replaced that part. I know Samsung does it too, and other manufacturers do it, but like, Apple's just so locked down on it. Like, what the fuck, man? I get you, Apple. I understand why you're doing it, okay? I 100% agree, alright? It's silly. But goddamn, Apple, why you do this for? Why you be like this? An issue that I just had with my custom one that I built, and the reason why that broke is because the washers are in the wrong place. It's alright. I've learnt my lesson. All you gotta do is just kind of ask it to pop out nicely. Go, come on, out you come. No dessert for you if you don't come out in one go. Mind you, I'm, just haphazardly doing it. If it comes out in one piece. Well, we don't really need... Do we need this out in one piece? No, we don't. Well, I mean, like, if I needed another screen, yeah. God damn, that's glued in there, man. Yeah, that's pretty glued in there. I'll admit that, because now it's just glass. It's time for this, then. iFixit said you don't need heat. They're liars. That screen was already fucked anyway, so who cares? Why was it so adhered on? Like, holy shit. After 12 goddamn years, it's still adhered on like a motherfucker. Well, it looks like I'll be using heat to get that one out then. So that's basically just e-waste again. Now that I have a home button, that should work. Feels pretty good. We're going to build the custom iPhone 4. Hurrah. Yay. Finally. Today. Thank God I've gotten used to moving this stuff around, or else I wouldn't be doing this, but I wonder if this screen will come off in one piece, or if it will come off in pieces. Find out on today's episode of, I don't know, I haven't thought of the episode name yet. I kind of have, actually. It's a job lot. Well, it's not a job lot because it's not a job lot. This is not a job lot. This is rather a spiritual adventure. My hands are clammy. What a weird word, clammy. Let's do this one so I can hurry up and eat my dinner, because I need to eat my dinner. And it's also 11 o'clock and I still have not heard from that guy about the Atari portfolio. So, screw that guy. He's probably going to contact me tomorrow, most likely. Rang him all day. Refused to answer the phone. So, you know what, buddy? You missed out. Actually, I would have really wanted it, but I can go without it. Oh, hell yeah. I've got the Terminator 2 soundtrack, obviously, in my playlist. Oh, man, that pumps me right up. Brad Fiedel, you've done a fucking amazing job. Just the dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. It makes me just want to watch Terminator 2 now. Everyone fucking loves Terminator 2, man. I love it. The music is so good. Like, it sounds daunting knowing that the T-1000 is after you. You can picture everything that's going on when you listen to the soundtrack of T2, yeah. Also, I have a Terminator tattoo. I have Cyberdyne Systems Model 101 tattooed on my neck. Why? Because I can. Actually, there was no reason for it. I just kind of wanted a Terminator tattoo, but I didn't know what to get because I didn't want to really sort of go where the franchise is going with Dark Fate and stuff, so I had to think really carefully in order to get, you know, what tattoo I wanted. So I was like, oh, why didn't I get the neural net processor? Well, I could have, but I didn't go for that. And then it was like, oh, what else should I go for? And well, I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I just went, stuff it, I'll just get CSM 101 because that's kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to get the T1000 logo, but he never really had a logo. He kind of just did his own thing, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I've got the screen off now. Let's pull this thing off. Oh, nice. Look at that. Comes off in one go. Solid piece. Get out. We have a screen that I can probably keep for something. So I'll replace the button in this with the button out of that. Why am I using a metal tool? Why am I using a metal tool? Why am I using a metal tool? Because at this point in time, I just don't care. I don't care. I care, but I don't care. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. No. I just lost the home button. Never mind, found it. Most underrated Australian band, Killing Heidi. 100% Killing Heidi. Everyone just kind of forgot about them, honestly. I didn't. Uh-oh. Well, I broke the home button. Fuck you. Out of everything that could have went wrong, the stupid home button refused to come off, didn't it? The home button that I needed, I broke. I just found a piece of something. I'll just put that with the rest of the stuff and pretend I didn't see it. Hopefully that's back in. I definitely did not have fun. I had fun at first. I'll admit, I had a lot of fun at first doing this, but now, oh, holy Jesus, man. All right. Once again, I'll just put the pieces with the rest of the pieces. I will just quickly test this to make sure it does work and we have a working home button. Who votes that it won't work? Okay, it works. Who votes that the home button won't work? I do. I will say with the red, it looks really good. It was worth it for the red, all right? Everything else was not worth it. Everything else just... At least the two iCloud ones can just... to the side, you know. And I have an original iPhone still, so that's good. But let's just see if this will work, and if it does work, then I can put it all back together and we can call this a day and we can pretend that nothing ever happened. And does the touch work? Yes, it does. Of course it does. Cool. Does the home button work? No, it doesn't. The home button doesn't work at all. It's probably because it's not in all the way. Silly me. I'll restart it just quickly, but I think it's broken. Pretty sure it is anyways. If not, I'll have to borrow another home button. I've got iPhone 4s, so I can borrow the home button off them, but I have to still take one apart to get to it. The silly thing broke because it wasn't separating. The home button wasn't separating from it, so... Nah. Oh, look, another piece fell off it. Wonderful. Here's a question if you're still watching. How many solos does Megadeth's Hangar 18 have in it? A lot is the answer. You didn't need Google for that. Definitely didn't need Google for that one. There's like 7 at the end. Something like 7. Also, I've just got the home button that's breaking apart, which is fine. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm putting the home button that I broke back on just to see if it works. I'm pretty sure it won't, but it's just a curiosity. It would be great if this button worked, but I don't think it will. Let's see the fail. It feels crap anyway, so I'll have to redo that. I don't think this will work. Works perfect. Sure thing. Don't say anything. Don't say it. Don't even. Don't go. Don't even go there. Don't even go there, S'mores. Don't even go there. I literally took a chunk of the PCB out of the home button, but yet it's like, oh, that's okay. I'll work. Yep. That'll be fine. You know what? It's not a bad fit. It'll do. Now, do I make that sacrifice of putting all the screws in? Screw it. I'm going to do it. I think why I don't use this screwdriver is because I don't hack it. Now it'll work. Yep, there we go. So that's looking pretty good. Just needs to be pushed down and it should be okay. At least this home button works. I'm putting the washers back in, but the thing is, I don't understand why the washers don't go how they're meant to go. Is it because I'm using different washers? I have only just realized while I'm putting this back together that I have not tested to see if this works. And why have I gone back to this screwdriver for? Because it doesn't have any magnetism. Because I have a feeling I may have done the sides too tightly, but I'm just going to quickly see to see if that's the case or not. I probably did. Most likely I did. No, I didn't. Phew. Yeah, so many pieces just fell out of it, but hey, what can I do? It's now 12 o'clock. I've been recording for 6 hours, 6.5 hours, yep. It was only going to be a simple, make an iPhone red. That was it. And then it turned into this. Oh, while we're here, I've got the ZTE to the side, the Kogan. I may as well pull that apart, eh? After I get rid of all this crap. But let me just make sure that I have not done anything. Oh, no. Okay. If I press on it a little hard, it's fine. But otherwise... Yep. That's fine with me. Okay, I need to take the battery out, so... I don't remember the battery percentage in that either, so... I guess I'll find that out soon enough. I realize I'm missing one of the corner piece, the screw here, but it's because one of that little bastard fell out, so... Now we switch it on for the 12th time. You should count how many times in this video that I actually switch an iPhone on and off. I guess I can put the SIM tray back in, which goes in nicely. I guess the front camera will have like a red shine to it now, I suppose, because everything else has a red shine to it. Oh, I didn't hear if the speaker worked. Yep, the speaker works. Okay, that's the least of my worries. The speaker. The battery just fell out. Oh, there we go. Don't allow. Autofocus works. Do we have a red shine? No. No, we don't. Beautiful. Thank for cucking. Yep. Thank God. We have one that works. Yep, that seems to go back together pretty good. Now we just get more pentalobes. Can't believe that all of that turned out to be more than I ever thought. I'm definitely not going to put another one together now. Screw that. We're done. Okay, these screws don't want to go in. Sometimes you get reject pentalobes, as I like to call them. That I've just literally just named now, but hey, sure thing, why not? Back together. It works. It's decent. Oh, pfft. I'm an idiot. I'm tired, and yet I have another phone that I want to do. I just said before, oh, we have pentalobes that don't fit. Why don't they fit, SMOOREZ? It's because you didn't put them in properly, you idiot. Is that better? Is that better? That's better. Now it'll fit together. Wow, they go in like never before, like factory. Who would have thought? Now, just around the iPhone is a little dirty, so just use a toothbrush to go around that. So like the home button, the mute slider has a little bit of shit in it. Get the shit out of it by just scrubbing it with a toothbrush. Well, this is it, the final end product. Nice. Was that worth it? I think it was. Secretly, it was. It was kind of worth it. It doesn't go together perfectly because it's a cheap sort of, you know, display and all that sort of garbage, but man, it's good to have an iPhone 4 that's custom. And then to hide it all, I just put it straight in the case. There we go. Don't have to look at the back now. Well, the back doesn't have to get, you know, as fingerprint heavy as that should, but doesn't that look cool though? Honestly, Apple should have had the iPhones in all different colors, you know, not just black and white, like, you know, red and all that sort of thing. But hey, I can't do anything about that now. So I did that. That one was cool though, because we mad hacks that. That power button, I hate that power button. The camera is iffy on that one. And then I've got both of these which say home button iffy. I forgot to connect this to my PC and check the battery life on it. I'll quickly do that. I don't remember what it's at, that's all. It was worth it to now have an orange and a red iPhone 4. Orange and red iPhone 4. Now it doesn't work with my computer. The success was only short-lived. Oh no, it's fine now. It's the case. The case was causing that. This was actually sold in America, this one. Huh. Well, that's a 16 gig with 97%. So I'm fine with that. And that, yeah, we'll just call that good quality. That one, yeah. Power button. Well, that's no longer the case. I probably should take that off, actually. I like how I had to give identifying marks to tell myself if they're iPhone 4s. Yes, SMOOREZ, they're iPhone 4s. No iCloud 5.1.116 gig. What was the battery on it? Yeah, that's fine. We'll work that out. So that's done. That's another piece there. And then, yeah, these two, 81% and 92%, I guess, you know, I can do... I now have 3 iPhone 4s. Definitely working. And now I've got another 3 that I could just do whatever with. Now I have to work out what I'm keeping as well. Oh, that's on. I just want to check everything. The battery's dead in that? Oh, no, never mind. I'll see how bad the power buttons are. Oh, I like how I called a folder useless shit on my one. That's typical of me, isn't it? So that still works. That's not bad. It's got to be like right in the center. So if you're just using it like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'd need to get home buttons off the 4S's, wouldn't I? Do you remember when U2 was on every single iPhone? I remember that. Wow. God, what a time to be alive. Yeah, so these ones I'd have to try and fix. So these are definite ones that I need to fix. You know, the home buttons could just need cleaning, which is most likely the case, because they feel fine, but it's just probably some stuff over time. So if I give it a nice push, it works. I can safely say those are done then. What I'm quickly going to do, just so that I don't have a bunch of parts laying around, I'm just going to go ahead and I've just realized, scratch that. Don't worry about it. I'm still going to have parts. Like, this frame is pretty ratty. It's got all glass on it. The home button doesn't work. Well, the home button, yeah. The dock connector, should I just put it all in a bag? Yeah, let's put it all in a bag. And that's also not going to fit in there, is it? Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm going to have to get a bigger bag. We're going to need a bigger bag. Let me just work out what I'm doing real quickly with this. So this one I only just need to put a battery connector doohickey thingy majiggy bobby thing on it. That's otherwise fine. What? Where did this glass come from? So with all these tiny little itty bitty parts, we'll just put them all in a baggie and say, this is all crap. I mean, it's not all crap, but you know, yeah, we'll work it out. I once had a bag of iPhone 3G parts. Same deal, you know, I just didn't know what to do with them and I just threw them all out. Next up, the person that found those at eWaste probably sold them on eBay for the first ever iPhone. Look, rare. Seriously, you know how many times I've come across the first ever iPhone and you're like, oh, is it a 2G? Why have they only got like $150 on it? That's a bit ridiculous. And it's an iPhone 3G. And you're like, oh, okay. Well played, sir, well played. Got to get the attention of the people who like lacks. That's what a friend of mine came up with. That's what we called, where people put listings and they have L at K. It's lack. God, I remember eBay when people used to do that. People were like, look at my listing. Say all this random crap on my listing just so you can look at my damn listing and buy my stuff. I go to pull a piece off and just pieces come with it. I mean, that's generally what happens with glass. It's not called rapping when you use the same word 17 times in a row. That's called laziness. When I do, I do. But when I do, I do. When I do, I do. I do, I do. When I do, I do, I do, I do. When I do, I do. Rap 2023. So that's parts. Don't care about them. Work. I didn't put that home button in there. Does that matter? Maybe. That I can just put wherever. I'm going to just put that in my... I'll repair it one day, but not today. And same with these two as well. The one that I really would like to get back to working order is this one. Here's a cool trick. Whoa! Whoa! Imagine doing that when the iPhones were first released. Like, having the, like both of them, having 2 iPhone 4s when they first released. That means you had money. You had mullah. Home button iffy, cracked. I'll do something with them one day. At least I know they're in my repair pile to repair, which makes sense. I've also been going for 7 hours, but this hasn't powered on and I may as well repair this because I may as well. I also might get my dinner ready too because I need my dinner. I'll show you my dinner. Oh, my don. It looks terrible. The camera will probably fog up now. This is the pizza I was talking about. I know I've microwaved it, which is very lazy. I'll just quickly put those iPhones to the side so that I don't mix them up. So I've got 2 Kogans. I'll just see if this one powers up. It probably won't actually, because that charger's shitty. Let's charge it with a charger that's charging properly. Doesn't this look good? I know it's only margarita, but man, it packs a punch. I also will need paper towel to wipe my hands with because I'm going to get grease everywhere. That's fun. Is there anything I can watch in the meantime while I'm waiting? I'll just watch some Kitchen Nightmares while I'm enjoying my $3 pizza. Take a look at that. I have finished my pizza. You're welcome. We're on the home stretch now. That was good pizza, and I still have a family-sized one. So my plan was, this is how pathetic I am for Christmas. Christmas dinners, what do they usually consist of? You know, actually, I don't know. I've had Christmas lunches, but yeah, you know, whatever they are. I went and just got 2 family pizzas and went, fuck it, I'll eat one today and I'll have one for tomorrow, and, you know, that way I've kind of got one for Christmas. That's called pathetic. Actually, it's called laziness. Oh, this doesn't charge, by the way. Oh, yep, it's charging. There we go. That's just the USB cable being a dick. Okay, we have, hello everybody, we have, why is the sensor attached to the back? Oh, because that's where the headphone jack is. Okay, I'm gonna need to put on Megadeth. Oh, I can close all the iPhone guides now. I think I've learnt how to replace iPhone stuff. Barely. Oh, this phone also says service label there. Does that mean we're supposed to put the service label in? What does that mean? There's also some form of corrosion in this. Whoa, look, it's a branded battery. No, it's not. 2,520 milliamp hours. Oof. I don't know, is this worth reviewing? I mean, it's a Snapdragon, you know, that's pretty good, but other than that, it's pretty meh. Oh, something's definitely happened with the charging port there. I'll take those out. Oh, you know what? It doesn't look too bad. I say that. Oh yeah, the charging port doesn't even look like a charging port, so that's okay. I made the right choice by keeping it. I honestly wasn't going to keep the original one. I thought, there's no point of keeping this thing. And then, yeah, I went to e-waste and, you know, the guy's like, oh, look at all these phone parts. And I'm just like, let me have a look at the actual phones. And I seen this one and I went, oh, I can use that. Also, is there any screws holding this down before I start yanking at the thing to hopefully pop it out of its frame? Oh, hello. Hello. Any water damage? Bit of water damage there. Same thing with this, right? It doesn't use the shitty shielding like Wacom devices. I can get straight to the Snapdragon chipset without destroying anything. Look at this. You know, demonstrate it, just so that I'm not silly, alright? Look, I don't have to kill anything. I don't have to destroy anything. I can just lift the thing straight up and there we go. Done. Well, that's the Samsung module, so that's not what I'm after. Hey, does that look like Texas? Does that look like Texas? That's supposedly what Texas looks like, I think. Something like that. Not that I know what Texas looks like. Bam. Oh, wait, what? Oh, is it there? Wait, what? I'm confusion. Is it all integrated onto this? Surely not. There's like the shittiest bit of thermal paste there. That has to be it. Oh, no, hang on. It's under there. It is under there. I found the Snapdragon. He was hiding. There he is. No, wait, what? This is also a Samsung module. I'm confused. I'm sure it's one of them, but yeah, you can just pop the shielding off. Do what you need to do, and then once you're done, you just stick the shielding back on, and no one would have known. You'd never know. I'll just clean that port out of gunk. I'll just clean the bottom. There we go. I'll take the tempered glass screen protector off, because I don't need that. I just want to see if it works. Also, the back has SRC. SRC stands for sticky rubber coating. You can also add a couple of letters to that if you want to express your displease at these. That's more vibrant. I like this one more. Wait, which one looks better? That one looks better. That means I have to remove the IMEI info. That's fine, I can do that. It's not illegal to remove IMEI info if you're just replacing it with more IMEI info. Wait, what? Also, the screw placement in this one is slightly different. This one's been opened before. I realize now what that piece was for. It's to unhook this. That's a very helpful thing. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, this is filthy. Ew. Does this look any better though? Probably. Which speaker looks betterer? You know what? They both look identical, honestly. This looks even worse. Well, it works, so, you know, I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, we're looking good. I also need to make sure that the screen actually works on this, instead of guessing that it does. I'll soon see anyways, unless it doesn't do anything. Alright, let's power him on. Vibrated? Looks good to me. Just make sure the stuff works. The stuff. Speaker. Charger. Oh, it's fucking burning up on my finger. Okay, so that works. I've put a SIM card in just to see if it gets service, which it looks like it's doing. We're getting there. Oh, there you go. We're on Telstra? Well, it's registered it. Telstra. Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. Speaker. Fluty phone? No, this wouldn't be Fluty phone, would it? No. Oh, 4G. There we go. Oh, that's a very shitty speaker. Fluty phone. It is Fluty phone. Jesus. Pump the volume up, man. This is as loud as it gets. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, I'm going to replace that then. The microSD card slot, does that work? Pretty sure it did because I installed my apps using this. Yeah, that's fine. How is it that I got two phones that are as obscure as one another from the same e-waste place? How does that? How? What kind of world is this, my dude? Why is it still shit? Yeah, okay. Whatever. It'll be fine. So we just now put this fella onto this fella. You would not believe your eyes if a whole bunch of fucking bugs decided to fly right in your face. You'd kind of be like, what the fuck is this, man? And kind of question everything else. You'd be like, man, what the fuck are these bugs doing here? I'd like to make myself believe that blowflies are a waste of time. They serve no purpose other than to fly into your drink or ice cream. And I get 1,000 hugs from 10 million lightning bees. A wasp nest above my head because that's just gonna throw down a bunch of shit. I'd like to make myself believe that anything that flies is useless apart from planes and helicopters and some other stuff. Blowflies and all that are pretty much useless things. Are they not useless? What purpose do they serve apart from flying into your face and going, hey? So all these black screws will actually fit on this. The only screw that doesn't quite fit is this one. It like half fits, which half fit mean good fit. Remember, this is illegal. It's not illegal. Whoa, one shot. One shot! Let's see if the other one is as nice. Now you just gotta kind of adjust it to make it look like it's never been touched, which, oh, that came out again. You know, I've only started listening to Slipknot recently. Ever since playing Clone Hero and playing the songs, I've actually got a liking to Slipknot, man. It's like the equal amount of angry and also nice. That makes sense. Well, it's back together. It still charges. That's good. Does that fall out now? No, that's fine. I should just leave this on charge now to see if it'll actually work. I don't think it will, but I guess I'll just put it back together real quickly. Shouldn't take me too long. The speaker on this, it seems fine now. Pretty snappy device, actually. Yeah, that'll do. Done. Oh, that's the good one. That's the good cover. So that goes on there. Now we have a good one, and we now have a shit one. Okay, so I've now added that to my stock list as parts, don't care, do whatever you want with. But the other one, should I review it? So I'm just gonna do the right thing and grab somewhere. It's like really thin. I have never seen tempered glass this thin before. Unless it's UV. Oh, is it UV? No, it's not. Look at this. Like, it's so thin. I'll show you it once I get the whole thing off. It's like the glass that Samsung says that the flips have. Look at that, that's thin as. Look how thin that is. That's super thin tempered glass. I have never seen tempered glass that thin. Well, it cracked like a fucking pancake, so obviously that was helpful. This looks good now. Oh, there's like damage on the LCD just there, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. It works. Not bad. Not bad. Whee! Alright. Wow. Hello. Hi. God damn. Look how reflective this thing is. Okay. Hello. Heidi. Heidi. Hi. If you're seeing this video right now, it's because I didn't quite know what to do with this footage, and I've now just included it in this footage. Yeah? No? Doesn't matter. I was gonna do a flea market finds thing. I went to the flea market today, and I got some stuff. One of the things that I do have currently is this iPad, but this iPad I've had for a while. I don't know how rare it is, but I have an iPad 1st gen that has Ripley's hair all over it. Maybe I should clean it. Maybe I should just give it a scrub it up. Okay, that might look somewhat better. Also, accelerometer works in that. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, fuck off. Stay. Don't. There we go. It's also very hot today, so that's why I've got the fan on as well. This iPad is a 64 gig model with cell. For me personally, I think that's really damn good. Especially for a 1st gen iPad, I think that's just amazing. Slight problem though. This iPad works and it's fine. It's dented, but it's fine. Well, I mean, it's got a couple of dents on it and stuff. Whereas this one, if we just quickly grab some special sauce, some liquid. Oh, does that clean right off? Oh, it does. This is gonna look really good then. Well, I mean, it's gonna look pretty decent. Not bad. So weird that this doesn't have a camera on it. Like, you know, I guess. But I think the battery in this is swollen. That's what I think anyways. It would appear to be swollen in it. I mean, it could be just the design of the iPad in general, but it's just really, it's really sort of sticking out. What I would like to do today, it just spins too. That's classic. I want to take the battery out of this one, and I want to put it in this one, because I would rather have a 64 gig one than a 16 gig bog standard one. Like, you can find these on eBay very cheap. Actually, let me have a see how much a 64 gig iPad is. iPad, what's the model number of this? Is an A1337. Let's see how much one is worth. Okay, so someone's selling one for $150. Someone's selling one for parts only for $15. The faults are unknown. Okay, so it's not worth a lot then. I thought it might have been worth a little bit. Yeah, no, it's not. $100 you could buy one for. That's sad. Well, I would, as I said, I would much rather have a 64 gig model than a 16 gig model to have in the pile of stuff. Here's the fun part though. When I was trying to charge this up, all it would do is just flash. So the screen would just flash, turn off, flash, turn off, flash, turn off. But it wouldn't actually display an Apple logo. It would just literally, the backlight would come on and go off. But I Googled and I found the way to actually open this up. You don't need heat. Like a lot of iPads, I'm pretty sure every single iPad apart from this one, requires you to use heat. This one does not. This one just, it's clips. It's just clips that are held in. I'm just looking at the design thing right now. There are 14 metal clips holding the display. As you pry, do your best to pry around these clips and not slice through them with your opening tool. Okay. Look, I've got 2 attempts to do this. So actually, there was a video online that I seen. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't like this. Let's make sure that charges. It's at 2%. Part of me thinks that's not going to charge then. It doesn't matter. I just need it. I want to see if it works. Let me try to get this going. I have a feeling this has been taken apart before. It looks like it. This one looks easier to disassemble. There's like a little tiny area where I can, aha, there we go. It can't be this easy. There's no way it's this easy. Apple doesn't make things easy, but I believe they have. It looks like it's coming apart. I also just realized I need to take the SIM tray out. That would be helpful. Be hilarious if there's a SIM card in here. Probably like an old Telstra one. No, it's not. At least it has 3G. That means I could do some cool stuff with that. Like nothing. From what I can tell, you just go to town, basically. Put your pry tool in and you just unhook the hooks. Hello. Ah, it just popped back in. don't pop back in, buddy. I am going to need to use the tool of... Actually, where did I put it? Supposedly I'm going to need this. Okay, I don't think they're wrong. Aha, yes. Like, the best part as well is that if I can buy an iPad 64 gig, parts only, super cheap, it doesn't really matter if I break this one. I mean, it does matter, don't get me wrong. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. What is still connected and what is not connected? I have no idea. I see things that are still connected, but I also see the battery too. Yeah, I think I broke like a clip or something. I broke some clips. That's okay though. It's not like they were needed. It will still sit together, I think. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It's all good. So we have a spicy pillow inside of this. That's our problem. We have a spicy pillow. I'll show you the spicy pillow in a second. I think I may have broken quite a few of these metal tabs, but that's okay. Once again, it doesn't matter. Okay, we are in. The metal tabs that I did break, I could just alternatively replace them with the ones from here. So yeah, I damaged 1, 2, 3, I don't think they're damaged. 4, 5, 6, 7, basically all of them. Basically all of them. That's okay. Yeah, they're all just sort of floating around. I don't know what these, like, what are these little pieces for? They go around the screen. Okay. There's just like all these random little doodad bit things that are just sort of floating around everywhere. I'll just put them all there and pretend I didn't see them. So question, is the motherboard from this the exact same? Are they the same motherboard? Like, can you just make, oh, I don't know. Can you make one, a cellular one if you wanted to, or can you not? Also, I never realized how weird this motherboard looks. So it's weird. So now I'm going to come back to iFixit. That's a spicy pillow. I got to take the whole thing out? Are you serious? I got to take the whole entire... No, I don't want to do that. Is this a replacement display as well, by the way? Oh, I just broke that one too. Just broke that one too. Yep, just broke that one too. Do you really need those metal clips? It could just like sit in there. You know what I mean? Poking battery is fun. So there's 3 cables. Disconnect the cables. Okie dokie. Undo that. You're done. Okay. Use the edge of a plastic tool to pry up this little piece. This little doodad piece. Does that use M-SATA? No way. Wait, what? Is that M-SATA? Or is that some sort of like weirdo connection thing? Difficulty. Moderate. Thank you. Yes, I've undone that bit. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we just grab the antenna out, deroute the cable. What cable am I derouting? Oh, okay, I see it. Yep, okie dokie. So we got that out. Now we have a single screw holding down the cellular doodad thing. Look at all the broken pieces. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Why does it feel like it's like glued into place? Because it wouldn't surprise me if it's Apple. There's something... Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was what was there, this little piece. Yeah, is that PCIe? It looks like PCIe. Wouldn't it be hilarious if that's what they did? They were just like, that's cool, just use some PCIe for that stuff, man. Oh god, there's more little cable doodad things. Oh dear god. Okay, sure. Carefully peel back stuff that I don't know why it's in there for. Okay, yep. Comes out of there like so. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, I just realized that all of those metal tabs may have been broken on this iPad due to the swelling battery. Past tense. Now I'm looking for this weirdo connection right here. Just another flex ribbon to add to the collection. No problems. Now we take out this massive, huge doodad thing. So I now have this piece. Now I take out this piece. This is a jigsaw puzzle for grown-ups, and I don't like it. Now there's 3 screws holding down the Moho board. So I wonder how hard that screen's going to be to get out then. I wonder, yeah, that'd be fine. Okay. We just need to get this battery out first. That's all we need to do. But at least I know now why. It was just flashing and going, nope, I'm not going to power up. Now we disconnect this doodad, and now I can just remove the motherboard? No, because there's another screw holding it down. There's clearly this screw that's holding the motherboard down, and they're like, no, we're not going to tell you to remove that. Just believe us. It's fine. You don't need to remove it. Okay, so we now have the motherboard. It's weird how it's round. That's so strange. Such a weird Apple design, isn't it? It's just such a weird thing. That's okay. Now, what else have I got to do? Probably way too much. Use the bottom of an iPod opening tool to release the SIM... What? I have to release the SIM? No, I don't. I'm not releasing the SIM card tray. Why do I have to pull the SIM card tray out for? That's just silly. No, I'm not doing that. Remove the SIM board from your I don't really want to have to remove the SIM board. Why would I want to remove that for? That's just silly. It ain't going to come out. You know what? I'm just going to leave it there. Pretend it's not there. Now, what else have we got to do? I've got to take out some more little screws that hold down everything into place. Couldn't be an easy battery replacement, could it? No. You got to just take out everything else first before you get to it. That's okay. All right. Now there's like 2 more little doodad screws. Once I do this once, then it will become easier at the next bit. What I also want to see as well, like, I don't know if you can downgrade iPads or not. I'm pretty sure you can, because they're first gen. I'd say there is a way you can do it, because I don't know what iOS this is running, or iPad OS. Yeah, it's iPad OS, isn't it? Move the 2 dock connectors. Okay, so, this whole dock connector just comes out. Well, I say that, got to flip the thing over. Oh dear God. Why is there a plastic piece holding down everything for? Okay, I have disconnected this plastic piece, because this plastic piece then comes out like so, and this one goes to this one. Hopefully I remember that. We have a dock connector. Hooray. Now we pull back this, and now we pull this out. Not yet. We're getting there though. That can just stay in there. Honestly, that doesn't need to come out. Now I should be able to just yank this thing out. Oh, please tell me there's adhesive on there. Yeah, there's adhesive on this. Oh, that piece didn't need to come out. Oh, hang on. You literally don't need to pull that out. That's fair. Okay. Oh, there's 2 speakers in this. That's kind of cool. I like that design. Looks like a car or something. You know, like a vroom. Oh, there's another metal piece there. I'll add that to the collection. Now, this battery is held in with an excessive amount of adhesive. Thank you, Apple. Thank you. I still don't want to pull the SIM tray out, because... Oh, there's another metal piece there too. Okay. Okay. Adhesive. Come on, 12-year-old adhesive. God, they're not wrong about using adhesive. Jesus, man. I guess that's why they told you to remove the SIM card thing, because of that. That makes sense. We almost have it. It's almost there. We almost have it. Okay, that was fun. Now we have to do that again. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, yeah, that's spicy pillows right there. Do not puncture. Do not puncture. But part of me wants to, though. I want to puncture it. I want to see what happens. I want to see... That's a pretty cool little design, though. I will say that. 2 batteries just together. Well, you're out. Now, we run into problem number 2. Actually, there's no problem. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm now going to get the parts that we don't need, and I'm going to just put them over to the side. Let's come back to this and see if it's past 2%. It's at 3%, which, you know, honestly, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that at all. I'm now going to use the screen as a reference. Oh, also I broke this piece. Pretty sure that won't matter. So I'll just grab this crap out, put that there. So we can use the screen as a bit of a reference point in knowing where exactly stuff is. And as you can see, all those metal brackets, just all of them. I can't tell, actually, if you can actually interchange the screens. You should be able to. So I need to unhook the right side and the bottom. Should we do it while it's still alive? Like, I mean, still working. That's what I mean. Get out dock connector. Come on, buddy. See, that holds battery, so it's good. Like, this case is damaged, so I think it might be a lot easier to just I'm gonna put this in first. This is probably the first sign of attack. Okay, I just broke that. A bit of plastic just kind of just fell out of it. That's all right. This might be a little bit more factory than I thought. Okay, now just come over to the side. Okay. Progress. Okay. I have successfully, well, I mean, I haven't done it as of yet, but it's getting there. It's almost there. There we go. It's out. Did I break any of them? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. I broke like most of them. You know what? I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a couple of pieces that came out with it. Those pieces don't really matter to me. Also, this battery is really good, by the way. That's like flat as a tack. So, we have a screen with more broken clips. We'll just remove those clips because, seriously, I'm pretty sure we don't need them. Now I understand why Apple uses heat now to apply the screen, because that makes a lot more sense. I believe that also is a replacement display. It looks like a replacement display. But at least I have two screens now, so if one doesn't work, at least I know the other one should work. I know this dock connector works too, so I'm kind of thinking, should I keep this dock connector? Because I know it works. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. Oh, also, yeah, there's no actual connection there for it. And that is also, oh wait, no, that I already plugged it. Wait, what? Yeah, no, that's just open. So the only difference between the Wi-Fi and the cell ones is just this. That's seemingly it anyways. So, why, hang on, I'm confused. Oh, never mind, it's okay. Now we're gonna remove a bunch of things because we're gonna remove things. We're removing things to things. Uh-oh, it's fine. Yeah, those are really solid actually. Like, I can't believe how flat that battery is. That's really good. I got this iPad from eWaste originally. I paid $10 for it, which I thought was a pretty good deal. I don't know why I just did that. And yeah, it worked straight away. It came with the portfolio case and everything. That's what that board looks like. Interesting. Just missing that piece. I didn't really think much of it. Like, it's a first gen iPad, obviously, so that was the cool factor. It's a first gen iPad. And then I go out to my flea market this morning and, you know, just browsing around and I just see this on a table. The guy kind of knows me, so he was just like, I'll take it for 20. And I said, you can't do it for 10? And he's like, no, I originally had it for 30, so, you know, you're getting a good deal. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. He gave it to me for $20, and yeah, I came home and I planned to do a flea market finds video on this, but I never did because I only bought like 3 other phones, so I just didn't think it was worth warranting to do that. Plus, I'm in the middle of redoing sneaker videos and stuff. I should be doing them now, but instead I really wanted to get this working because I just want to see if there's any cool data on here, like old games and stuff. Because, like, what if this is a developer's iPad or something? I don't know, who cares? Anywho, flip that fella over like so. When I got home, I tried this out and it was dead, and I thought, well, I'm sure I can bring it back to life. I have parts. Yeah, I was just trying to reason with myself which iPad I would rather. That one goes to this one and this one goes to this one. So I think I'm going to use this dock connector because I know it works and I know that it charges, so it's probably better if I just keep that one. I mean, both of them seem to work, but I think that's probably going to be the most likely candidate there. Now I'm going to remove this so I can grab the speaker assembly out, which should just pop out like so. I guess it really doesn't matter which speaker assembly goes back into this as long as it's a speaker assembly, I guess. Okay, now we're at the battery. This is slightly dangerous. So we just kind of do this a little bit like this and kind of just go along. This is probably not the way to do it, but you know what? It doesn't matter the way you do it as long as you do it. There's a little bit of adhesive holding this down. Just a little bit more than I thought originally. God damn it. I bent the battery. Hopefully it's okay. I should have used a bit of heat actually, but I kind of thought the Australian heat would sort of just help me a little bit. Oh my god. Okay. Just flatten that out. Perfect. Wow. That was stupid adhesive. Now we do it all again. Let's do it again. Do you feel like I do? Woke up this morning in a brown paper bag. And now we go and put everything back in to place. if it fits. It fits. Okay, wonderful. Great. Good. I've already forgotten what I'm doing. I'm going to use the parts that worked. I'm going to use the speaker assembly that was originally from the OG iPad. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to just put this into place like that, and I'll use this dock connector. What I probably should do as well is not screw everything down, but then again, it's just screws, so it shouldn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm also wondering how this, hang on, gotta consult the guide. Oh man, this is so fiddly. I'm probably doing it wrong, but goddamn, it's fiddly. This just goes on top of this like this? What? It has successfully reconnected the dock connector, I think. If it's not fine, it'll yell at me, I think. I'm guessing it's gonna yell at me regardless, but that's okay. So I'll use the original screw doodads from this doodad. You know what I should do? Take this to Cashies and be like, look, original iPad is worth a lot of money, should buy and sell for a lot of money. They'll do it. We have a dock connector back in, for the most part anyways. Now we just put the speakers back in. Kind of feels like it's bent out of place a little bit, but it should be okay. Like the dock connector, like the wiring, I can see the wiring isn't like completely flat. Yeah, it's fine. It'll do. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Do you feel... Oh, I don't remember the song lyrics. God damn you, Peter Frampton, and your 13-minute song that you do like 17 solos on. And then he says, let's do it again. And you're kind of just like, no, stop, Peter Frampton. We don't need you to do more. Now I'm going to put this back into place. This goes in like this, this down into place like this, and then this comes out, and then you just go into place, something like this. Okay, why did that not go down? Why didn't I go down? That's a bit weird. What? For some reason the motherboard's not sitting flush, and I'm not sure if it's my error. I have a feeling it's my error that's going wrong. I'll just screw it back down into place and it should be okay. Yeah, I think it's just my error. Is that normal? That's not normal, is it? Pretty sure that's not normal. Tell you what, we'll just put a couple of those little doodad things under there and it should be fine. Okay, that seems to be a better fit now. That's not how it goes. It goes this way. There we go. And now this is the screw friend. The friend of the screw. Turn of the screw. Good book. Never read it. It still feels very weird to me that doesn't quite go back into place, but I'm going to ignore it. Is that everything? That battery bending like that I don't really like, but I don't have a choice at this point in time. Which is the screen that I didn't break? Let's see if this works. I will be pretty happy if it does work, but I won't be surprised if it doesn't work. My expectations are slightly thin with this one. Some rando flex cable at the top that does something that I don't know what it does, so I'll just connect that back in, and then I have one wireless cable left somewhere. How the hell do you disconnect this fucking thing back on? Here we go. Was all of that worth it? Here we go. Okay. Perhaps the screen is dead. Nope. Good stuff. Okay, we're 3% there. Would this have a password on it? I wonder. I think I reconnected everything. Pretty sure I did. We want to make sure the touch works. What else do we need to make sure that's working? I don't remember. Obviously cellular being 3G. I mean, I can still put something in it, but you know. Oh, look at that. You got to set it up. Let's enable location services. This has 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi? Really? I didn't know that. I'm not sure if the speakers work because it didn't do while typing. That's fine. That's fine. It may take up to 3 minutes to activate your iPad. Oh, there we go. Look at this thing. Oh my god. Yes! We have apps on this thing, baby. Oh my god, there's a Justin Bieber combat game there. Oh my god. There's a whole meme creator. Plague Inc. I remember Plague Inc. I think I played it like once. Draw free. Oh my lord. What is this on? 5.1.1, which I guess is okay. Where's the mute switch? Ah, the mute switch is here. Okay. It's not charging, is it? Oh wait. Did it? Oh, the volume was all the way down. Okay. That works. Okay, hang on. I gotta tell if the dock connector is working. I'll connect it to my computer. Maybe it was a wrong idea using that dock connector because it's not coming up. Yeah, no, it's not coming up. It's not actually charging. It powered it on, but it's not doing anything else at this point in time. That means we have to replace the dock connector then. Look, I was a little iffy with the dock connector anyway, so I guess that's not too bad. So let's power this. Oh, hello. I'm pretty sure the other one's on a lower firmware, but did it just die when no, hang on. So if I do this, it charges, like it powers up. But I think I should use the original one. It just makes sense. I should probably use the original one. I'll just see if it comes up. Yeah, it's still on 2%. Okay, no SIM card installed. I know, buddy, I know. I don't remember what my other iPad was on. I need to check, actually. There is a way I can check, because I featured this iPad, my other one, in the Anal Spark video. Did you know the Anal Spark video is demonetized? Which I was kind of a bit sad for, but that's okay. Like, it's just there for the whole sake of it. Ah, my iPad's on 3.2.2. Ah. Can you downgrade an iPad? Downgrade iPad 1st gen. Yes, you can. You can downgrade it. It is possible. It's just, I'm not too sure if I would want to downgrade it now. It's like on the most optimal firmware that it had. I'm not too sure what I want to do about that. I'll work it out. Now I've got to take the thing apart again. Since I'm only replacing the dock charger, I only just need to take out 4 screws anyway, so I'll just do that real quick. Oh no. It's not that easy, is it? No, it's not. Of course not. This is Apple we're talking about. It's complicated. Okay, it's not as complicated as other devices, but you know. Should I also tell you all that I got an iPhone 2G at the market as well today? It doesn't work. The battery's dead in it, so I'd have to get another battery from somewhere. It's funny because I have 4 iPhone 1st gens, iPhone 2Gs, just laying around, just chilling. 2 work completely fine. One's for parts, and the one I got today is a 16 gig unit, which I think is pretty damn good. To get a 16 gig unit is just like, wow, you know? Because I'm not sure how rare iPhone 2G 16 gigs are, but I would like to possibly get another battery for it somewhere and replace it. But it's right here. This is it. And it's a 16 gig, and someone has opened it up. As per you can see, there could be water damage in there, honestly. I don't know. I just know how painful it is to take one of these apart, that's all. But yeah, the woman was like, it's an iPhone 4. And I said, okay. And she said, yeah, all the new apps, they don't work on it, but you can still use it. I have a feeling that she was just slightly lying. Just slightly. That's okay though. I think she just assumed it was an iPhone 4 because of its size, perhaps. Don't judge an iPhone by its size, okay? Flipping this over again. Take this out because it could be something to do with, I don't know, like I need to have a look online to see how iFixit has the connectors for the ding dong doodad thingamajiggy. I'm gonna just orientate the iPad like this. Now I'm gonna just have it like this. So the top, the one that comes out of the battery, goes around, oh hang on, like this? No, like this. This one goes like this. I kind of want to buy another battery for that other iPad now, just because I think it'd be worth it now. This now goes like, it goes on that side. Aha, okay. Yes. S'mores, you're an idiot. I think we already knew that, but I'm just cementing it out there. Yeah, I really think that I should get another battery for that iPad. It just makes sense. Like, it's on 3.1.1 or 1.2. It's not a collector's item, but it kind of is a collector's item. I don't know. The battery's going to cost more than the unit itself. I don't know what I want to do about that. Looks on. Alright. Now all I got to do is just feed me. That feels like a much better fit, honestly. Guaranteed, it's not like an exceptional fit, but it'll do. There's a chance also that I might need a to plug this into a slightly higher powered power brick. Oh wait, no, 5 volt 2 is 5 volt 2 amp the regular iPad charger? 5 volt 2 amp? It's 10 watt, isn't it? So it's 5 volt 2 amp. Everything else about this is pretty easy. The battery is probably the worst part of this, honestly, because of the adhesive. Everything else is pretty rock solid, honestly. Now I need to connect all of these doodads up again. I'm half thinking of replacing the power button because this one doesn't feel that good, but due to previous experiences with iPhone power buttons, I don't want to do that. All right, everything's back down again. Power it on. So it powers on this time, by itself. Well, not by itself, because I had to help it. Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm going to use a slightly higher wattage power brick, just for the sake of it. God, all the fingerprints, I'm sorry. But trust me, there's a lot of stuff that goes into an iPad. Oh! What the hell? Why do I have to set it up every time? That's a bit strange. Why would... What? Okay. Well, now let's see if it works. Could it be this cable? No, don't die on me. Okay. So it is charging? Alrighty. That makes sense. It's charging. Yes, it is. Okay, alright. Okay. Does this make sense? Well, the sound works. Wi-Fi works. I'll put it to the side. We'll just grab the other iPad. That iPad, we'll just see if anything happens with it. I'm going to do something a little silly. It's not silly when you think about it, okay? I'm going to take the tape off this battery because I have this cool idea. Don't do this at home, kids. It's dangerous. So I'm going to take the tape off this battery. I'll attempt to. Because I want to keep this plastic piece so I can leave this in the iPad so I don't lose the screws. Actually, if I'm going to be buying it... No, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was going to say, if I'm buying a battery replacement, then it doesn't really matter, does it? But no, it does. Somewhat. Now, I know you shouldn't do this, but I'm kind of just curious. Let's see if Apple just rebrands some batteries and calls it their own. Somehow I think this is a silly endeavor. But it's coming out, though. That's what she said. Yeah, seriously, don't do this stupid stuff. I'm just being an idiot. Now that's why you shouldn't take batteries out of things. I just wanted it so then things would sit back down into place. No? Yeah? No? Okay, my reasoning is I'm saving the environment, I guess. I don't know. I'm doing something. Now this just goes into place. Kind of. And then this goes like, yeah, okay. And then that goes down like, aha, look at that. Perfect. Look, it's completely factory. You'd never know. Beautiful. The iPad's not charging. Come on, buddy, you can do it. One of these screws just ain't like the other. One of those screws just ain't like the other one. Your face, you're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? That iPad is seriously not doing anything. I'm kind of concerned for its safety. The battery did work. Maybe it doesn't work now because I fucking bent this stupid thing. Earlier today I had a repressed thought. It goes back to when I used to work in a computer shop. I was driving along earlier. I was trying to find fish and chips. So I was craving fish and chips. And no place was open. Like, it's the 8th of January and nothing is open. It's a Sunday. I get that people have to take time off New Year's and stuff. I get that, right? But come on, like, one shop, man, I'm craving it. And so I was driving around, couldn't find anything, and kind of just like, oh man, really wanted to have some fish and chips for dinner. I haven't had it in so long. For some reason, my brain was like, hey, do you remember that time? And I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. When I used to work at a computer shop back in 2000... Oh, the iPad's on. The iPad's on. Never mind. The iPad's on. It works. It's fine. I'll connect it to my PC soon. Yeah, I was at this computer shop, and the boss really didn't... Like, he used to care about the shop when he first bought it, but then he just somehow hated the thing. And I don't blame him, because, like, owning a computer shop is quite hectic, to be fairly honest. Like, at the start of it, he was very into the business, and he was always wanting to make sure that, you know, the business was always doing good, always had stock and all that sort of stuff, and, you know, really hammering it in there to keep it going. He started working another job and left us two in charge of the place, and we just didn't have any direction from him. It was kind of sad because we did have a decent customer base, but at the same time we weren't gaining any new customers because there wasn't any sort of interaction with the outside world to sort of say, hey, we're a computer shop, we do repairs, hey, we'll do it cheap, yada yada yada. There was just nothing like that. One day my boss comes in, he had this spark, he had this energy, which was unprecedented. We had never seen this kind of energy from him before. He just waltzes in, he's like, we're gonna start advertising. And the other guy that worked there was just like, how? It's not gonna work. And he's like, yeah, I got this idea. Because we're gonna go around the neighborhood and we're gonna drop these pamphlets into everyone's letterbox, and they're gonna see that we are a good business and we're going to get a lot of customers from it. We kind of just both laughed and went, pamphlets in letterboxes. People are going to just throw it out. He's like, no, it's going to work because there's a lot of people around here that are old and they're going to need their computer serviced. And I kind of made the point like, well, most of the old customers already come here anyways. That's not the point. The point is we're going to try, all right? The other guy wasn't just not having it. He's just like, the business was beyond saving at that point, because there was another shop that was down the road that was doing exceptionally better than us, had way better pricing, they always had stock. We were just like this little brick and mortar like business sort of thing. And the boss was like, all right, here's like, I think he printed out something like 500 pamphlets or something like that. I think it was 500. And then he was like, now I'm going to need one of you to deliver them. And the other guy that worked there looked straight at me and I went, oh, come on. And the boss was like, please do it for the business. You really care about the business? And I said, yeah, I care about the business and everything, but like pamphlets, I don't know, man. I just said, how far do I have to walk? And he's just like, just around the neighborhood, just around the neighborhood. Okay, I'll do that. So I spent probably 3 hours walking around the neighborhood in like 30-degree weather with my iPhone 4, blasting music into my ears, dropping pamphlets into letterboxes, and I was just going along my merry little way. Yes, this repressed thought came back to me literally today. I know, it's sad. So I'm just walking about, just minding my own business, and I dropped one of the pamphlets into the mailbox of someone, and the guy looked at me and said, what the hell did you just do? And I said, oh, just a pamphlet for our shop. And he goes, can you see that it says no junk mail on there? And I was like, oh yeah. And he's like, take it out, I don't want it. Was really nasty about it. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, next time you see someone with no junk mail on their letterbox, don't put junk mail in there. Oh, okay, all right. Calm your tits. I kept walking along and was looking carefully at the letterboxes and stuff like that. And I think I got rid of like, I don't know, half of the pamphlets or something like that I had on me. And I just sort of went, fuck it. I wasn't getting paid extra for doing this or anything like that. It was literally just a favor to the boss. After getting yelled at and taking a step back and realizing, okay, this is probably not going to work at all, I had the pamphlets and I went into a fish and chip shop and I ordered some lunch, and then I went next door to a news agency and I bought I think it was an Xbox 360 magazine. Yeah, it was an Xbox 360 magazine, I'm pretty sure of it, or a PC one, whatever. I basically got my fish and chips, sat on the bench outside with the pamphlets, and was reading my gaming magazine. Probably wasted about, I don't know, an hour reading it and eating and stuff. Once I was finished eating, I went, all right, now what do I do? Because I got all these pamphlets and I'm not going to return and say, well, I didn't do these because I didn't want to. So I got rid of them. I threw the pamphlets in the bin. I delivered 250 of them around the neighborhood. So I figured, you know, that's enough. And when I got back, the other guy's like, I genuinely guarantee you that no one is going to redeem any of those pamphlets. No one's going to care about them. And I said I got yelled at. And the boss is like, that guy's just jealous. Don't worry about that. We'll get customers. Do you know how many customers came in? 0. Not a single customer bought in one of those pamphlets to say, hey, I got this in the mail and I'm highly interested in your computer services and stuff. Because there was a thing on there that was like, get a free service if you bring in this pamphlet. That was the boss's idea of gaining back the customers around the area. But it didn't work, because that's how you would get your free service, is if you bought the pamphlet in and said, hey, I have this pamphlet and it says that I get a free service. I would like my free service redeemed, please. And no one came in. No one came in with it. And well, that was the end of that one, wasn't it? We tried. Like, yeah, okay, we may have got one customer. If I had delivered all of them, we may have got one customer that come in and go, oh yeah, I got this today. Oh, ha ha ha. Also, that's back together now. That's quite nice. Cool, I'll put this outside. Yeah, if I delivered all of them, possibly, maybe. There could have been more people, okay? I'll give you that. Considering there was no one and it was in that vicinity of where we worked, and I went all around the neighborhood, down some side streets, all that sort of stuff, yada, yada, yada. You'd think one person would redeem it, but no one did. From that point on, the boss literally didn't do anything else. The other guy that worked there said, get the council to put a sign at the end of the street that says computer repairs pointing to us, because we were located right down the street in the middle of a big complex of buildings plonked right in the middle. No one knew we were there. So you could drive past that place and you would not see it. The computer shop that was near us had advertising everywhere. And so the other guy said, hey, the way that you would get advertising done is not by putting pamphlets in letterboxes, because people don't care. You need to get an advertising, like a big sign made up, put it out on the end of the street, and you will get some form of, you know, action with that. He goes, no, it's too expensive. That potentially could have saved the business right there. Then he actually tried to sell the business by putting it on Gumtree, and he wrote the most horrible description. I think I still have that document that he wrote, and it was really, really funny. He literally was trying to sell a business on Gumtree with writing of a 5-year-old. It was bad. It was really horrible. And obviously no one took up the offer. You know, nearing the end of its life cycle, the boss literally just, he completely stopped caring. He was hoping that it would just spark itself back into life. He would just, it's like having a dead car and just looking at it and going, I hope you start, knowing that I haven't started you for 10 years. I hope you just start working again. You know, he just hoped for a miracle, and it didn't work. Nothing, business just sat there. And it got to the point where we would be going to that cheaper computer shop to buy parts to supply in our shop to customers that would come in. And it's like, that's not the way a business is run, but that was the way we had to run it, because the boss just didn't care. He just didn't care at all. It's at 2% now. I don't think it's charging. Hang on, I'll get back to the story. Sorry, hang on. I've connected it to iTunes, but it no come up. I think my cable's busted. The fuck? Why is it not charging? I'm gonna put this to the side again. Let it charge for a little bit longer. Yeah, it just got to the point that the business was dead. We would both turn up, and he would make coffee and go smoke and browse for memes. That was probably the best part of it. Like, we were getting paid to be there too, even though there was no customers. There was commission on like repairs and stuff like that, but it was very minimal. So basically, we were just getting paid to sit there and look at memes. You know, we tried to do a couple of things extra ourselves to boost the business up, but it just didn't work in the end, because if we had the bosses, you know, helping us to sort of push us along and say, hey, look, I know a good way of getting customers, I've thought of doing yada yada yada, but he didn't do that. It just faded into obscurity, which is sad. Basically, I would go in, like, it would be me sometimes by myself at the business, then it would be him by himself, then it would be both of us. When I was there, I'd just play Minecraft on creative mode on my computer there, and I'd get maybe 1 or 2 phone calls at most, maybe 1 person walk in, and that was it. Also, I'm just thinking, with this iPad not charging or not connecting, I'm kind of wondering if I should put the battery back into the original iPad, because I just want to see if it's the actual motherboard itself. Because if it is the actual motherboard itself, what I'll do is I'll just buy one for parts off eBay, and that way I'll have one, because there's no iCloud or anything like that. So I might do that, actually, because I'll just check. The other guy that worked there, he was like, the minute you leave, I'm leaving. He's like, I'm not staying here without you. Which was really nice of him, actually. I will say that. It was really kind of him. He had a very meh attitude, but when we hung out together at the shop looking at memes and stuff, my god, it was a fucking hilarious experience, because he had a thick Bulgarian accent, and he had the most highest pitched laugh I've ever heard. I really want to find Stan again. I don't know where he is nowadays. He never used social media. He hated using his phone. He hated phones altogether. He'd just sit in front of the computer and just look at memes. And he was like 38 years old when I was there, so he'd be like 48 now, I'd say, which is insane. But he was just like, dude, if you leave, I'm leaving too. Like, there's no point of me staying here. If you leave, it's not the same, because we had built up a really great relationship. You know, a customer would come in and start talking and they wouldn't understand him, so he'd just summon me from the back and say, get your ass out here and listen to this customer. Not in that way. He'd be really nice about it. He'd just be like, my coworker, he know much better, okay? He'd come out to me and just like, oh, he was so funny. He was so hilarious at times. And yeah, I'd go out there and be like, oh, hello, and they'd be like, oh, your other coworker didn't understand me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Yeah, he made that promise. He was just like, you know, if you're going, I'm going. And then when I started going to like e-waste and stuff, I got offered the position at e-waste. You know, they were like, we need someone to be down the bottom and we need someone at the shop. You've built up a good relationship with the people here. They know you. I'd gotten to know the boss there. The boss was really, really nice. I actually went to him the other day. I still go to that e-waste place, and he's always glad to see me. He's always asking me how I am and, you know, all that sort of good stuff. And it was really good seeing him again. But yeah, I'd known the boss of that place, gotten to know him, got to know the workers there and everything. And yeah, when they had a position available, they basically just turned to me while I was there one day and said, hey man, if you want this, take it, because we need someone. They said, you know, like, you could benefit us, like, at the shop reselling goods, because of a lot of the electronic stuff was just getting tossed into e-waste, and literally everything was going to e-waste. So with me being down the bottom, I could salvage the goods that I, you know, knew that could go up to the shop and get passed on to someone else to have a second life. Well, they'd be paying for it. But I mean, like, if a computer came in that, you know, I didn't sort of want to take or anything like that, you know, put it in the shop, sell it for $10. It's easy sort of thing. You know, it's not an issue. I was throwing stuff away, but I was also keeping stuff for the shop. And basically, with being at e-waste, when I told Stan, I said to him, I work at e-waste now. I said, I've literally just been given a position to work at e-waste. And he said, effective from now. And I said, look, probably another week I could do here. I said, but that's it. After that, I'm gone. And he said, all right, I'm leaving too. We spent the last week just calling all the customers and stuff like that. We had told the boss, and he offered more for us to stay, but we both said to him, man, realistically, it's dead. The business is dead. There was like a couple of days that went by where there was no customers whatsoever. As I said, the boss didn't want to advertise or do anything like that. It was just very, you know, it was just, we're here and we exist, but if anyone comes to us, good luck sort of thing. It was a hard decision because I had that passion, and that passion just went. If the business was as cared for as it should have been, you know, I could have spent another couple of years there, no problems, but the boss just was not doing what he was supposed to do because he had his priorities focused elsewhere, which is completely fine. That's all good and dandy and fine. I'm happy with that. But he could have at least, you know, maybe hired someone else to try and push it in the right direction, and then have a beneficial, you know, ethic at the end of the day. But it just didn't work. You know, me and Stan were both just we're sort of done with this, man. Like, coming into work each day knowing that we didn't have anything to do but just sit there and look at memes was just very depressing. And he had actually found a second job himself that was paying a hell of a lot more than what he was doing there. Yeah, okay, he had to actually work, unlike just looking at memes, but he would have rathered that. So yeah, we spent the last week just calling up customers and, you know, expressing how sorry we are that we're closing and stuff. And a lot of the customers were actually quite surprised that we were closing. And we were just like, it's been bad for a decent sort of year and a bit. And they're like, wow, we would have never have guessed. And yeah, basically that last week, that was it. We finished up. The boss came in and he was like, is there anything else I can do to make you stay? And I said, I've already committed to another job. I'm sorry. And the other guy said, well, yeah, I've committed to another job as well. So that was it. You know, I know it sounds like a dick move and stuff, but as I said, you know, if the boss had he didn't even want to get a power supply to stock in the store. So we said, fine then. If you allow us the budget, we'll fill up the store for you. We'll stock it up for you. So then that way, if someone comes in, then we at least have stock and we don't have to run around and be idiots and go, oh, well, you know, this part cost us 45 from this shop. Let's just put another 45 on top of it and call it a day. Let's actually try and be a business. And he was like, nah, just leave it. It's fine. It's all right, don't worry. Honestly, I really wanted that business to last, but the location as well, as I said, was a real bummer because the shop originally was on a main road and it was quite popular. A lot of people knew where it was and it was a very popular shop when I first started going there. And how I got the job was Stan got to know me as a customer because I'd come in for parts all the time and he'd always just be like, whatever. He would just charge really silly prices for stuff because it was just as he called it, junks to him. So I'd get power supplies and stuff like that from him. One of the other guys that used to work there left. I had just finished at another job. I was actually in the middle of working at another computer shop that wasn't doing too well either. Yeah, this main one on the main road, Stan said to me, you know, yeah, we had one guy left, so we might get you on board. And I said, okay, cool. He goes, but the business is actually moving down the road. I was like, okay. He goes, so when we've done that, then you can start. And I guess he talked to the boss and everything like that, and I met the boss and everything was all well and dandy and stuff. But yeah, moving into the new shop, it just died. It just died down. That was it. Dead. Moving was the worst part. I don't remember why he actually moved the business. Oh, that's right. He bought the business. Another boss owned the one that was on the main road, and then another boss came in, which is the boss that didn't want to do anything in the end. He came along and he wanted to make the business bigger, so he got the business and then he bought a place to put the business in. And then basically it was a big money pit. As I said, it was good at first. When I first started, it was really good, but then it just died straight down. Sorry, I hope you've fallen asleep to this by now. You probably have, because I'm just rambling along, but that's okay. It's just the way things went, unfortunately. I did my best. Like, Stan was a character. He was a good guy. He had good intentions, but he was like me. He was passionate about computers when he was younger. But working at a shop and dealing with customers, he really just gotten to the point where he was like, you know, when you're dicking around with computers by yourself, it's fun. But when you're on a deadline dicking around with computers, that's a problem, because you know you've got a customer that's wanting their computer back, fixed, working, everything like that. And if it doesn't work, you're gonna get hounded for it. That's basically what would happen, you know? Where's my computer? I bought it here fucking an hour ago and it's not fixed. And we're like, oh my God. So he kind of gave up on that. He kind of gave up on that ethic of trying to do his best. And he lost the passion. You know, computers were just another thing to him. You know, I'd be really excited about something like, you know, when the i7 920 came out. I think it was the 920. I remember that came out. I was really excited about it, and he was just like, so what sort of thing. But he did say to me, like, when he was younger, he was very much into it. But yeah, it just died down over the years. So while he would be the one that would just sort of get the job done, get it out the door, finished, you know, make sure it's actually done. Make sure the job's done, of course. But I would go above and beyond. So even if I had a time limit, if the customer said, you know, I'll be back in 2 hours and, you know, I expect this to be done, yada, 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 I would do the job. But I would also go clean their computer out full of dust, clean the fans out and stuff like that. I'd redo their cable management for optimal airflow, make sure that was all good. And just in general, just trying to give the customer a better experience, making their computer last a little bit longer, hardware-wise, rather than software-wise anyways, because mainly that was the issue, was the software part of it. Oh, we've got this computer that now has 20 billion viruses on it because we accidentally went onto a site that we shouldn't have went onto. That happened quite a lot. But I would go above and beyond, and he would just be like, why are you wasting your time? I was like, because I'm passionate about this. I like this. I love doing computer stuff. And I'm pretty sure at one point he's just like, one day you're not going to feel that. You're not going to feel that same level of enthusiasm that you are feeling now. And he was absolutely right, because basically once I left there, done e-waste, was doing computers for several years, selling computers on and stuff like that, I just lost the passion for it. Basically, when I moved houses and started doing YouTube and what I'm also doing now, I just lost that passion for it. Just gone. There was nothing there for computers anymore. I just didn't have that same passion that I once had, you know, at the shop, to pull something apart and, oh, you know, I want to see how this works, and do some custom water cooling and all that sort of fun stuff. It became very monotonous. And this is why I moved into, you know, doing phone repairs and laptop repairs as well. I don't know. It's more mainstream now than it was back then, sort of. Back then, it was all desktop sort of thing. But now it's all mobile devices, and that's pretty much what everyone relies on. I can't fault that. That's how the world is now. That's why I moved on to this. And I just personally rather phones now than computers. More headaches though, but there's a lot more unique things with mobile devices. I guess that's sort of the explanation of it. It's a very long-winded explanation actually, but just gives you sort of an idea of how I thought inside out. I kind of miss that spark that I had, you know, doing computers, and how excited I always was to get a new piece of hardware, to test it out, and, you know, like open up GPU-Z and go like, oh, how many shader units does this have? What is this GPU? You know, what's the bandwidth of it? And all this sort of cool stuff. Now I just go, well, it's a graphics card. It's a graphics card, you know. It's all it does. It's just a graphics card, SMOOREZ. It's nothing else. You know, when you love something so much and you lose that passion for it, it just disappears into the ether. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Because, I mean, I would spend hours sitting on my bedroom floor, stuffing with systems until all hours of the morning. You know, sometimes I would go without a night's sleep just so I could stuff around with hardware. Stuffing around with overclocking and all that sort of stuff that I used to do. And, you know, I used to tell Stan, I'd be like, oh, last night I overclocked a, oh, what were those, E2140s were they? Or E2160s or E2180 Pentium dual cores that you could overclock to like 3.4 gigahertz on air. And I was like, oh, I literally done that last night. I overclocked this stupid dual core to a ridiculous thing. And he's just like, that's cool. But I bet 15 years ago when he was stuffing around with like Pentiums and stuff, he would have probably been excited to see an overclock happen. I'm fairly sure people have this burnout, you know. It's the same with YouTube, I guess, as well. You have this passion for YouTube at the start, but then it starts to dwindle out and you just need a break from it all. And then you have that break, you come back and you get that revitalization again and go, okay, now I can restart. Now I feel better about continuing on and all that sort of thing. With computers, I guess it's just because it's the same monotonous tasks all the time, combined with the customers in general. I think that's what sort of destroyed the passion for me, because I used to sell computers from home, and so, you know, I'd have random people rock up to my house to buy a computer tower. Like, I tried to sell at the shop too. I'd literally get a computer on the bus, take and walk to the shop with this computer to sell in the shop, and then get a customer to pick it up and give the shop some commission as well for it, so I could bring more customers in. That was also something else I did. That didn't work. So yeah, I would sell computers from my house. I'd say it's sold as is. You know, once you take it out of this house, it's as is, and if there's any repairs that need doing to it or anything like that, it's on you. I had a very strict policy when selling computers. Like, I'd test them to their absolute maximum potential. I'd make sure that everything worked on them, all the sound, the USB ports and everything, run games, run benchmarks and all that, to make sure it was stable, check the power supply to see if there was any dead caps or anything in there. I'd make sure all of that. I was fairly certain that whatever I sold was going to be fine, and 99% of the time it was, but you'd still get customers that would just, they'd rock up and it would just be question after question, and then this and that and everything else. And as I said, if you're playing around with computers by yourself, it's fun because it's only by yourself. It's when it becomes a business thing, that's when it becomes deadly. That one point where you can just sit in your room and stuff around with computers all day long, not have a single care in the world, but when it comes to a business aspect, that's where the passion burns out, I think, for me personally. Plus, I think e-waste was also a very big difference for me as well, because when I originally went to, you know, started at e-waste, for the first couple of weeks it was just throwing stuff away. It was just a real big change, but then, you know, I started to collect computers from there, buy them cheap, then move those computers on for more profit. Because there was no actual computer stuff done at the e-waste, it was a little different, but it was when I'd come home and then start like that secondary business of trying to move computers on and dealing with customers and all that sort of stuff. Just that became the catalyst, I think. Also, I ran into a small little issue with Microsoft that happened. So yeah, we just, yeah, I guess that was also a considering part of it too. But I wonder what happened if I was still in that business of IT. I wonder where I would be now, because like for YouTube's sake, I always had this passion for wanting to do a YouTube channel, basically because of Ashens. Like I would just binge watch his videos, and some of the videos I was introduced to, and channels I was introduced to and stuff like that just got me hooked on everything. And it'd be really cool if I had a channel. And I never really thought of a channel until I moved houses. At my old house, I had quite a lot of issues, personal issues that were going on, and that's why we had to move. I was caring for my nan at that point too, so there was just a lot of things going on, and yeah, I moved, and that's when I started focusing on YouTube and stuff, and done the repair stuff on the side as well. That was always good, and it's still happening now. I'm just happy where I am now. That's the main thing. I'm happy where I am now. If I had continued at the computer shop, I honestly don't think I'd be doing a channel, that's for sure. Sorry, I just rambled your absolute ears out, didn't I? Jesus. Well, there you go. That's my history. Okay, that's charging. So let's see if this works now. I feel like the dock connector doesn't sit in properly. Oh, did that work, did it? Somehow I think I've damaged the battery, perhaps, or something. I'm not entirely sure what I've done. I'll just pretend that it was meant to happen. Have I rambled long enough? I think I have. I think I have. There we go. So this does work. I'm going to see if it actually connects to the computer, but we'll just see in a second if this actually does come up. Yeah, that's charging. Yeah, there we go. Now I know this doesn't charge, which is very strange, actually. Very, very strange. I will say that's strange. At least this is on iOS 3.1.2. The screen is quite scratched, but the other display that I have is pretty screwed now, because like I'm missing that piece there, and yeah, there's another piece going around there that broke off, and yeah, it's fine, it'll do. Can I check the battery percentage on these? Like, if I connect this to my PC, will it tell me? Let's see. I just want to see how many times it's been charged. Ah, yeah, you can't tell. Then why doesn't it work then? Part of me now wants to take it back apart to wonder why it wasn't charging. Because that works. So it's not the battery. Could it be the contacts for this? Oh, there looks like some moisture. Ah, there's some moisture. I think I found the issue. Let's charge that for a little bit. All right, let's have a look at this then. Let's take a look. I think I took the wrong side off. I did, didn't I? Yeah, that was a story and a half, wasn't it? That went on for a bit long. It's 99% of that was actually just talking about my life. You're very welcome. Okay, let's take a look. Is there any liquid in there? Maybe. Strange that the dock connector wouldn't work on it. Like, it just didn't want to charge, so I don't know. I'm thinking maybe putting it back in there just to see. I'm getting used to the screw placement, so probably should actually. All of that stemmed from driving around trying to find fish and chips today. How funny is that? It's not funny. It's quite sad, actually. I'm going to swap them around again, just because I feel like it. It's kind of bugging me that it doesn't charge. I know this is on 3. Actually, let's have a look and see how much a first-gen iPad battery is from eBay. 73 bucks? Get stuffed. Let me check AliExpress, because AliExpress should have an iPad battery cheap. I'm not paying 70 bucks for, there you go, $30, $20 even. Beautiful. Why are they 70 bucks on eBay? Fucking hell. That's money laundering. I'm gonna once again swap stuff around. I've just realized I've put the wrong motherboard in this thing because I've been talking about Stan all this time. I didn't even realize. Is this even the 16 gig? No, it's the 64 gig one. Okay. I'm enjoying myself too much here. I'm unburying all those hidden memories that I just haven't thought of in years. All those fun memories. Oh, God. Anywho. Did I fix? I fixed it. I now have a 64 gig one with stuff on it. There we go. That's better off. That was worth it. I don't know why I had to take it apart 16 times for it to work though, but okay. I'll just plug it into 3U Tools quickly just to see. Yep, it's connected, not charging, 5.1.1. That's all good. That's all dandy, honestly. Actually, what I might do is buy one of the ones on eBay for parts sort of thing. I'll just buy one of them, so I've got like a decent screen and body, and then just get another battery or something off AliExpress and problem solved. But honestly, I'm happy with this. I'd rather a 64 gig one with cell that works than have one on 3.1.1 that's just basic. I know it's on 3.1.1 and this is on 5.1.1, but I can downgrade it if I wanted to. But it's just, it's got all these apps on here and I want to kind of keep it, you know, the way it is. I think that's really cool. You know, all of the, like, meme creator. What's meme creator? Oh, no. Don't tell me they don't. Oh, they don't open. Oh, no. Maybe I gotta close all the background applications and they'll work. Oh, that sucks. You're supposed to work. Instagram. What? The Holy Bible. Nothing opens. Except settings. Settings opens. That's kind of a bit sad. I don't know what I should do now. I don't know if I should keep it in 3.1.1 or what do I do? Like, these are just going to be my collection anyway, so... Oh, I don't know what I should do. YouTube? YouTube doesn't even open. eBay? eBay doesn't open. I don't want to take another one apart again. I want to put this one back together so that it's done. So I'll just leave this 64 gig one in its current condition as it is. I'll put the other one back together. I'll buy one off eBay and I can take the motherboard out and all that sort of stuff around with it again. And if it works, it works. Yeah, I don't really feel like taking apart another iPad just to do the battery thing. So I think this project is done. We have a slight, tiny little problem. How do you put the screen back down into place without breaking anything? It's a bit kind of, like, it's sticking out a little bit, but that's because the metal clips are kind of gone. So you know what, that's fine. I'm happy with that, man. And it's charging and it's doing everything it's supposed to do. So it's not quite factory, but goddamn it, it's close enough. Just sad that none of the apps actually launch. I could probably download some of the apps, honestly. Oh, actually, why can I just re-download them? Ah, that's probably why I can't do it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the apps aren't working because I need the password for Apple ID to work. It works. I've done what I needed to do. So I'm gonna just keep charging that. So for the 20th time this evening, I'm going to put this back together because I don't believe I need to take this apart again anytime soon. As I said, if I want to repair the other ones, then I will. Like, if I want to get parts off eBay or something like that, I can, I will. If I wanted to, I don't have to, but I can. That should not make sense, but it does. It does make sense. Trust me, there is a sense-making mechanism in there somewhere, so just don't worry about that. Also, I've been buying a shit heap of iPhone 4s. Why? Because I have more of those custom cases that I would like to put iPhone 4s in. I got one today. It says the SIM is not supported, and when I connected it to 3U Tools, it came up and said that the original manufacturing place of the iPhone was in Ireland. And well, because I don't really know Ireland at all, I kind of just sort of went, well, I guess that's not going to work. The frame on it is really good. The power button is also really good, and the home button is also really good. So I really want to use that, make another red one out of it. Or I could make a pink one. Maybe I should make a pink one, actually. Should I make a pink one? I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter which way the antenna doodad thingamajiggies go on, but I'll just do the right thing and put them back in the right place that it says on iFixit. Thanks. That was a David Bowie song. Kurt's such a goofball, I love him. Okay, that screen fits pretty good, even though it's a bit damaged. Question: does an iPad switch on without a battery installed? The answer to that is no. It does not power up without a battery, so I need a battery for it. That's fine. I am curious. This iPhone 2G that I've purchased today from the market, I have a feeling I'm going to be filming for quite a long time. I'm supposed to be editing the sneaker videos. How many sneaker videos do I have up, left? 37. I've got 37 left. And I think I can do that in time. That's what I'm meant to be doing, but I kind of want to just have a look at this 2G. As I've mentioned, this 2G was 20 bucks. It's an iPhone 4, by the way. iPhone 4. Number one, seeing an iPhone 2G at the market. I mean, I did pick up an iPhone 2G at eWaste for $10, which is in perfect condition, mind you. Let me show you the iPhone 2G collection. SMOOREZ iPhone 2G collection time. Yay! How many of them were sold? I don't remember how many were sold. Let's just say there was like 100,000. No, that's silly. So I have this one, then I have this one, which I actually tried to do a video on and I hated it. That was a failed job lot. That might get uploaded on the second channel one day. Dead battery in this one, pretty shitty rank condition. Can't do much about that, almost lost those screws. Then I have this one, which is an 8GB unit. This one, I believe, works. Which one's this one, actually? I don't remember. I think this one is my good condition one. I think this one's the best condition one I have. Yeah. So I've got that one there too, and then this one. So I got one at e-waste originally for, I think I gave him 30 bucks for it. Like, it was in the middle of COVID too. And then I got this one at e-waste, 2 from e-waste, 1 from somebody that I used to know, and yeah, so I think it's this one that works. Yeah, this one. Oh, so yeah, I've got to send this to my moderator because he wants a 2G. If I can get the battery out of this and it works, I'll put it in there for him. I'll like do some swapperoos and stuff. Oh, is it going to turn into an iPhone 2G fuck around? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Let's see. We might have a 2G fuck around day. Look at this thing though. Doesn't even want to boot. Nah, it's fine. Look at that. Nice. I mean, if I wanted an iPhone, well, an iPad, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm saying now, an iPad on something, then this is on what? iOS 3, which is insane. Let's take apart an iPhone 2G. I just can't believe how rare these things are. Meanwhile, I found 4 of them in the wild, well, 3 of them in the wild. Pop that off, and we just be careful because there is a little tiny flex ribbon doodad thing, but oh my god. Well, I guess I have found the issue with this one then. That explains quite a lot, doesn't it? Ugh, the wires weren't even soldered down. Jesus. I'll just pull that off. There you go. Crikey. Wow. That's a puffy fella. Oof. I'm going to do some soldering. I'm also going to have to remove some of that. I have a feeling this one is actually water damaged, which is why the battery's not working. I think the battery can be transferred into this one. I think we're going to do that because if I can get, actually, we'll just do it. And if it doesn't work, these people are just going to have to wait. Cannibal Corpse just came on. I was listening to a Gwen Stefani song and then Cannibal Corpse comes on. How's my taste in music? Rated out of 10. It's probably going to be like a 3 out of a 10. Also, the back cover for this literally just felt like it just popped off, like it lifted off by itself, which means this one's going to also be swelled. Oh, it looks alright. I'm now going to take the glue that's on these. Yeah, they definitely use some chunky glue to glue it down. Can't fault them for that. I wonder if I could stick a generic cell, if this would work. We has a battery. I wonder. I mean, there's no voltage going through it currently, but I mean, like, I'm willing to give it a shot. Alright, so I've shittily soldered that into place. We're gonna just test to see if that has worked. I'm curious to see. Ah! Shit, my soldering iron fell. It burnt the floor. That's not good. Okay, so let me just plug this in real quickly and see if it does any. Oh. Let's see. Nah. Battery icon might come up. Nope. No. Nothing. I'm gonna unplug my soldering iron. I don't trust it. Let's see if the battery is actually getting juice from those contacts. Let's just see. There is voltage going. Aha, there is voltage. It's only 1.3 volts. But that could possibly mean that it just needs to be charged. Because I mean, all it's doing is just doing this. So it'll do this for a bit, and then it'll turn off. There you go. And then it'll come back on. Granted, it's at 1.23 volts, okay? So if we hold it there and we just wait to see if it actually gains anything. So it drops a couple of volts and then it comes back online. Drops a volt, like a 0.0 volt. Drops a couple. So if I now directly on the battery is currently getting 1.32 volts. The battery's definitely dead. That's not going to come back to life. However, here's the fun part. We're not done yet. I am going to do something silly. I personally do not think this is going to work, but I am willing to try this just to see. Okay, what are we doing exactly? We're just going to be pulling a random battery out of a random phone, and we're going to just stick that on there and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I know. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I guess there is a logical explanation, but I don't have one as of yet. I do not expect this to work. Possibly one of the dumbest things I've ever done. This is called experiment. Really? Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. No, surely this isn't gonna work. Like, I literally just thought, because it's 3 wires, you got the plus, you got the neggy. The white wire would probably just be for what? Just telling the phone, hey, you know, there's a battery in here or something. Honestly, I don't know. The fact that this is charging completely just makes me go, what the fuck did I just do? I'm pretty sure Jcar sells batteries that are about the same size as this. Let me check, actually. I should have charged in there, come to think of it. There's a 1100 milliamp hour one. That looks pretty decent. 1100 milliamp hours? How big is the iPhone 2G battery? Like, the iPhone 3G was like 1200 or something like that. 1400 milliamp hours. You know, if you just wanted to get one working, I guess that would work. Wouldn't it be cheaper to just buy a generic shitty phone and just pinch the battery out of it then? I probably should have charged it in there first and then put it in there. That would probably helped a little bit. What I could do, right, is just pinch these wires off this, put it on a Nokia battery, done, problem solved. You have working iPhone. Let me just see, like, I'm curious. Nah, that's a little tight. Here's a battery that'll work. It's only 880 milliamp hours, but like, you know, that's a nice fit. That could work. Not gonna lie, that could probably actually work. Oh, I got some Sony Ericsson ones, that'll work. Aha! 930 milliamp hours. That's pretty good. That's a BL6C? What? BL6C doesn't exist. Get out of here. I found one that'd actually be pretty damn close. Oh, that'd be sick to test though. I'm gonna use a BST38 actually. I think that's probably a good choice. Alright, so take that out, plug this in. Still the same thing. Alright. If I plug this flex ribbon into the back of the chassis, into the motherboard thingy, this is so janky and stupid, okay? But you know what? We're gonna see if this works. No. Because it should at least display a battery icon, but it's not. In that regards, what I'll do then, I'm going to plug in my soldering iron. I'll take this battery out real quickly and then I'll chuck it on charge just so I can give it a bit more juice than it's got. Then what I'll do is I'll strip the wires from this battery. Actually, I'll strip them from the dead one that I threw out. I mean, I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. If this works, I will be pleasantly surprised, but I don't think it will. I don't remember if the display actually does anything or not. I can't remember. The LCD should come on. Oh yeah, it came on. It's alright. It's alive. I'm just not soldering properly. So now I just want to check to make sure that this has actually got voltage in it. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I am going to make the assumption that this is going to be a no, but let's pretend it's going to work. So now we have some wires. Oh boy, I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but here we go. I have soldered. I suck at this so badly. Oh dear God, what have I done? What am I doing? I have done something extremely stupid. I have no idea. I'm questioning what I'm doing at the moment. Like, I'm really questioning what the fuck I'm doing. This is the first time I'm ever doing something like this. To say that I'm scared is an understatement. I have no idea what's about to happen. Holy shit. Bullshit. 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 I call bullshit on this. My bullshit alarm's going off. If this actually fucking works, I'm gonna be so surprised. I don't think I will. I suck at soldering. I can't solder. But I managed to solder 3 wires to a Sony Ericsson battery, and then solder those 3 wires onto the motherboard of this thing, And I'm hoping it boots up. What did I just do? I'm just gonna put it down. Oh! Did you see that? Maybe it died. Yeah, it's dead. Okay. But it booted. Dude, it booted. It fucking booted. Like, it booted. Oh, Mad Hax at its finest. Wow. Oh! Why? It comes on for a split second. Okay. Okay, that other welcome device is that's working at the moment. I have a feeling it's not booting, like it's not going into the iOS because it probably just doesn't even know what it's doing. It's probably like, what is this? But I'm just gonna quickly see if I can use the touchscreen real quickly just to see if this works. I have to be really quick though. Oh, the touch doesn't work. But the fact that it's doing something makes me proud. The fact that I literally just ripped some wires off the old battery, stuck it in here and called it a day is just beyond me, man. So that welcome phone's at 6%. Okay, I think I'll just leave it for another minute or two. Okay, I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's probably why it didn't work. We'll just fix that again. Just resolder that bad boy on. I don't think this is gonna work now. We're gonna abandon. Well, actually, oh yeah, no. That's probably why it's not gonna work. I've made a real mess in here. Like, holy shit, it's bad. I'm gonna take this out now. Alright, and I'm gonna solder these two bastards back in. Now I have soldered a welcome battery into an iPhone 2G. That should have 6% battery life. Accordingly, if this works, I will be, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably be like ecstatic, but look, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. I just know that I'm dangerous around a soldering iron. Alright, anyways, let's try this bad boy. Oh my god. This is so stupid, but okay. So it should have 6% battery life. This is an upgrade to the battery that was in the original iPhone. As you can see, we have upgraded. Upgraded. How do you upgrade an iPhone 2G battery? Just grab a welcome device and stick it in and... Or alternatively, solder wires to a fucking Sony. Look how bad that is. I suck. I know I suck. But you know what? I tried. Because I want to see if these actually legitimately work. I know the battery percentage probably will be off and stuff, but at least I get a rough idea of what is going on with these things. Because, like, it's just... Unless Apple has their own little Duvalaki software thingo for this, that's probably why it's not going to work. But I don't know, it's still booting. So we'll just give it a second. I might actually plug the charger in it. Where is my charger? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so stupid. What's it on? Oh, it's on 3.1.2. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna take a photo, right? Just to show my friends how stupid I am. Should I congratulate myself? Should I... Yay! You know? Yay! We did it! We did it! I can't believe that... Okay, if you are looking for an iPhone 2G battery, look no further than upgrade. I can't believe this actually worked. I am stunned that this worked. I did not think that this would work. And it has. And I'm quite frankly baffled because I didn't think it would work. And you know what? It did. So I'm going to give myself a big thumbs up. Thumbs up. Alright? Because I think that is a pretty damn good thing. I have a feeling that this battery may not be good anymore. I've been playing Life is Strange recently and I got Wowzer stuck in my head. Wowzer. Wowzer. I can't believe it's jailbroken as well. But there's no apps on here? There's like no apps. There's nothing. Should we eliminate this one from the picture too? Because obviously this doesn't work. It's dead as dead can be. Even though it looks solid, I don't think it is solid. Plus, Apple just stuck their own little... Here, look, why don't I just do this, right? Okay. Now, just grab this and done. Look at that. OEM. Woo! So the question is now, this one that I have in my collection, this also has an issue. This didn't power on when I first got this one anyways. So I think the right thing to do is take the battery out of this one and put it into this one to try and get this one working, because we know that this one works now. We know that this is actually perfectly fine. All right, we're gonna go back to the Sony Ericsson battery. That's pretty good. All right, now that I've soldered that back into there, let me just try and see what happens now. Okay, it requires the charger. Let me borrow a charger. Yoink! All right, let's see if it does anything now. Okay, so now we're just gonna wait to see if this powers up with just the Sony Ericsson battery. We know that this one works, and it's charging too, so, you know, that's pretty good. But I'm not too sure if this will work because of, number one, the capacity is lower, which could be a problem. The profile might be sort of saying, hey, look, you know, you're only a tiny little capacity. Probably one of the things that's wrong with it. If not, I'll grab this one and put it on there. I just want to see if the Sony Ericsson one works, that's all. Just curious. This has to be one of my most proudest moments ever with repairing stuff, because I have just... Okay. Like, I've done some stupid things. Doing something this stupid is kind of just, like, really stupid. Can't think of anything, man. I mean, I didn't solder the white wire back in, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need that. Look, I think that white wire was also contributing because this Sony Ericsson battery probably has a different... Well, it's got a different controller on it to what this phone's used to. Whereas that one's just straight battery. So that's what I've done with this one, just straight battery. The battery's probably completely dead. I probably should have used something else instead of this Sony Ericsson one. I used the multimeter and it was like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's got like 3 volts in it. Actually, what would probably work better is BL5J batteries, right? Stick some solder in each of those and there you go. You know, that'd probably work. That'd probably work fine. If not, I can always just grab another battery and, I mean, it's an iPhone 2G. Come on. Get to at least 1%. Actually, one thing that could work, right, is holding the power and home, letting it reset. Aha! Was that like that before? I don't recall that being like that before. Because if this works right, what I'll do, I'll leave the Sony Ericsson battery in there, shove it in, close it up, call it a day. I'll say to my friend, I got you a 2G battery, no worries. He'd be like, what? How'd you get me a 2G battery? Don't ask. It's like how Cyberdyne Systems got the endoskeleton arm and the chip. Don't ask. Oh, one thing I also got on the market today was this Sharp phone. It's pretty sharp. Huh. Oh, yeah. It needs to be charged. It actually takes a Japanese charger because it's a Sharp, which is no surprise there. So let's try it. Let me just try it on my other one first. Let me just make sure it's the right one. Why don't I just compare the charger ports, actually? That would be a smart idea, s'mores. They look about the same. Yeah, they look the same. It's just you'd think that something would come up on the screen. Yeah, this phone was sold in Australia on the Vodafone network, which is pretty surprising actually. The problem is I can't charge it via normal means. Ah, no, I take that back. I take that completely back. So, recently I purchased more of those charger things. You know, the battery charger doodad thingamajiggy mabobs. I bought more of them because I needed to... I don't know where I've put the thing. It's here somewhere. Oh yeah, found it. I think I bought 3 of them from China, and then I hacked one apart and I created another one. So what happened with my old one is I blew it up. I'm sounding very dangerous at the moment. Yeah, I blew it up, and well, that was it. With this one, what we do, we can clearly see that plus and negative are right there. So that means that plus and negative go right there. We also need to make sure that the actual things are making contact with the battery. Now we put the battery, the contacts in like that. And as you can see, the battery is now charging with a peg holding it in place, and just go along with it. Okay? Good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this iPhone is going to do anything. I probably should have charged it up a little bit more. It's not getting hot. How's this one doing? Yeah, it's charging. The voltage also is probably incorrect with this one too. I just realized, which could be a thing. That could be a factor as to why it's not working. Also, my shitty soldering job could also be a factor. I just don't have any small batteries to fit in there though. That's the problem. I actually fixed a, I don't remember what phone it was. Oh, it was this. I fixed this. The speaker, one of the contacts of the speaker had come off. So I just blobbed a bit of solder down, and then push the speaker on it and it works. I'm not going to argue with it. I mean, I could argue with it, but, you know. Yeah, I just had an idea. Like, speaking of soldering, I have a test Nokia battery, right? Now, the contacts for this, if I just remove this, they're about the same. So I could always solder some shitty, I don't know, could work. I'm just thinking out loud here, man. Because this is just charging, it's not doing anything. The idea was, if it did all work, I would just alternatively just stick it in there like that and, you know, that's it. Fixed. But I don't think it is. I don't think it's going to do anything, but I'll keep it going. We may have to dick around with another battery to solder in there. Thankfully, though, I have a lot of those batteries laying around, and I should probably charge one up just in case we have to then do another one. So it could work. The thing is, it powered up. Oh, did I just unplug the damn thing? I did, didn't I? I'm trying to... Hello. It's you too. 4 things charging at the moment in SMOOREZ's hectic, crazy land of craziness. I had things to edit tonight, but you know what? I am going to say that this was worth it. I think this was worth it. As a good experiment. Oh, it's red now. Why is it red now? That's a bit... Oh, it's maybe because the battery's a little too, you know, big in it. You know, I'll give it that. I still can't believe it worked, though. We'll see if it goes green again. At the flea market this morning, I was actually out in the sun for a bit. I mean, that's generally what happens when you're out at a flea market. You're outside. And I was kind of in the same location for about 20 minutes, and I think I got sunburnt on, like, one side of my face, because one side of my face is hurting, which is fine. There you go, it's green again, so it works. That charges. So we know that that charges. I need to find a shitty battery to fit in there. Also, I bought another... Oh, that's not the one. That's the one. I've got so many of these ZTE flips now, because I plan to review one. Like, I remembered I had one in my suitcase of fun. And then I was out at the market today, and this guy had this. He had an iPad mini, first gen. He goes, $4 for it, cracked. I think I have it. Where is it? Here it is. Here. Right? Not iCloud locked. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I said to him, well, do you have any, like, other phones or anything like that? And he's like, yeah, I've got a phone laying around somewhere. And we were having a look around and couldn't find anything. And then I seen this just in a tub. And I went, is this the one you're talking about? He's like, that's the one. And I said, oh, how much do you want for this one? And he goes, the same, $4. So did I overpay for this or did I underpay for the iPad? I'm not too sure. But yeah, it works. And it even makes the MediaTek sound, you know. I have a feeling I can sideload apps onto this and it should work. because I just haven't heard it go beep, 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 beep. I just forgot, and well, I just realized actually, I had Macca's for dinner. I think I've already said this in this video, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I was driving around trying to find fish and chips and there was nothing open. So I just went stuff it and I went to Macca's instead, and I ordered what I call a depression Sunday because I was pissed off that there was no fish and chip shops open. Man, come on, like it's a fucking. They gotta take days off, I suppose. I went there and I got a depression Sunday, which essentially is 2 large chocolate sundaes dumped into a bowl, and with extra hot fudge and extra Oreos, and you basically just sit there and feel sad for yourself. I bought one of those. You don't actually go to Macca's and ask for a depression sundae. You make it yourself. You just buy 2 sundaes and then when you get home, you just dump them in a bowl and that's it. And I got through, I think, about 4 spoonfuls of it and I went, I can't do this. I can't do it. I wonder why I put weight back on when I do stupid stuff like that. But hey, should we try the Sharp phone? I think we should, because I really want to see if it works. It'd be really interesting to see if it actually works, because I haven't used a really old Sharp phone for a while. What is it, a GX25? I think I've got a GX35 out in the garage. No, I don't. They're all in here now. They're not in the garage anymore. God, I'm an idiot. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I started filming 6 hours ago. What am I doing with my life? I'm meant to be editing sneaker videos, not stuffing around with mobile devices. But here I am, stuffing around with mobile devices because I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun. I'm allowed to have fun. Just to think, I've already filmed 27 hours of job lot footage, and here I am adding another, how many hours? 6 hours to it. What a torturous experience I've done to myself. Hey, people ask for job lots, and I go, yeah, alright, I'll do that. I film however many hours I film, and then I go, yeah, there's no job lot. Let's try the Sharp. Battery is, ooh, the battery kind of swelled a little bit, but that's okay. Now we're gonna use a Vodafone SIM. Yes, I use a lens cap to keep SIM cards in because, I don't know. There we go, Vodafone. Well, I think it's dead. Come on, buddy. Oh, there you go. Oh, it did something for like a second. Oh, shit. It's alright, doesn't matter. Let's just see if it actually does anything. If I plug it in now. Any lights? No. I think the battery might be busted in it. Yeah, I'll say battery's busted. That's okay. At least I gave it a shot. So I'm still gonna just charge that up. We are going to redo some soldering again. This time, we are going to use this battery from this one, and we're gonna put it into this one. I abandoned the idea of using that in, yeah, that's okay. We'll just put that over there. Yeah, I was gonna just kind of like solder some contacts on there just to see if it would work, but yeah. Pretty sure I have more of these batteries laying around, but I think it's okay. I'm gonna say that battery is pretty screwed now. You've served your purpose, okay? You've done well. Let's try this battery now. Once again, we're gonna need to solder the wires down somehow, which should be easy. Okay, after fucking around for so long, I don't think this is gonna work, but yeah, no. I'm just gonna say if this can be flashed. So this is doing the same thing that this was doing earlier. So when I first got this phone, this is what it was doing. Even with the battery, it was still doing that same thing. So I know what's wrong with this one. It's water damaged. I'm pretty sure it is. Tell you what, why don't we just go all out? All right, this is gonna be the final bit for tonight, I think, because I've spent way too long doing this. I'm very, very tired now. I need to go see Ripley. And there's just like a mess of cables everywhere. I'm just gonna quickly do this real quickly. Yeah, that makes sense. So I can probably clean them up and they should be fine. But what I'm gonna do is get this battery off. There we go. There we go. And we're gonna stick this battery onto here. Now let's see if this one boots up. Okay. Now it should come up with the iTunes recovery, which it has. Okay, now is the time to test this out. So now that we have a battery that does work in it, we should be able to restore it, because that was the problem with this one in the first place, was it just refused to do anything. So, oh, okay, so that's probably why. If this still doesn't work, then it's definitely motherboard issue. Nope, it's just battery. That's all this is. There we go. Yeah. The only problem with the 2Gs is the stupid way you gotta activate the things. Like, it's just silly. You can't just normally activate it. Nah, it's a conglomerate of fuckery, is what it is. Oh, the touchscreen doesn't work on this. Ah, there you go. That's quite interesting. Yeah, this will be part of another job lot, so yeah, I'll stop this now and I'll edit the footage into somewhere else. I'll work it out. Don't worry, I'm good. And with that, we're done. We're done for tonight. Oh, Jesus. All in all, from this job lot, that wasn't a job lot, as I've said, I've learned that iPhone 4s are terrible. They're okay, but I just didn't expect to have so many problems with just one thing. I'm happy I now have an orange and a red one. If you made it this far in the video and you're still awake, hello. From me personally, hello. I hope you're doing alright. Which one do you like better? Do you like the red one? Or do you like the orange one? The orange one's really like ghettoed together, whereas the red one's more professional, you know what I've still got, yeah, one orange, two red, and a pink one. So I will probably rebuild the other two at one point, but for now, I'm pretty good with that. I'm pretty happy to just leave it. I think this is dead. I didn't even hold the power button to see if it will actually power. Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one for what it was. You know, it was nothing too exciting, nothing too extravagant. I just really wanted to test some stuff, build some stuff, and ultimately it led to a lot of frustration that I'm sure I'll be cutting out of the video so you don't have to see the frustration that these phones gave to me, because my god, some of them are really frustrating. Some of those iPhone 4s were just painful, very painful. I didn't think it would be that painful, but it was painful. But if you have not yet to see, if you've not seen the 19-hour job lot that I filmed, you'll get to see how painful iPhones are in that video, and how long it took me to bypass, to do an iCloud bypass by jailbreaking an iPhone. That took forever to do, because that's the thing. Yeah, no. It's also like 1 o'clock in the morning now, 2 o'clock in the morning actually, no, 1:30 in the morning, and I still have not heard from the guy from the Atari portfolio. So guy with the Atari portfolio, you can get fucked. Unless you offer it to me really cheap and apologize tomorrow, in which I will accept your apology and probably not come pick it up until like after Christmas now, because I'm not driving. That's it, I'm not driving until the idiots are off the roads. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now. I've done what I needed to do. Thank you very much for joining me along this journey of I don't know, just thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. No band-aids either, because there's a video out that explains why I wear them, because people still don't know. Now you're gonna know. Now you'll know. You will know. You will know now. Okay. Alright everyone, I'm gonna go off to bed. God. 8-hour job lot. Oh, it's 9 seconds away from hitting 8 hours. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this job lot. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to let me know what you thought of the color changing iPhone 4 things, whatever. They look cool. The red looks cool. I'll say that. Just wish the frame was a different color, but it is what it is. I should see you all in a live stream soon, or I've already probably seen you in a live stream. I don't know. I've now got 19 hours plus this to edit. When I'm going to do this, I have no clue whatsoever, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But until then, yeah, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you got some enjoyment out of this. Ripley's here. Hey, Rip. Hi. Say hello. Say hello to the people. Go hello. Go hello. Hi. Oh, just booped it. You booped it. Just booped it. Do you want to say hello? Do you say hello? No? Just no hello? Okay. Oh, you're stuck, sweetie. Okay. Oh. Alright, Ripley says bye too, and now this forever. Alright everyone, please take care, stay safe, be good people, and I'll, yeah, see you whenever I get around to editing this fun bonanza thing. Alright, take it easy everyone. I'll see you. Oh, you know what? The camera's been, it's alright. I'll fix it during editing. It's been crooked the whole time. Didn't even notice. That's okay. I'll work it out. Alright. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.
If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.